Hello, Galaxy! My print is just starting. How's that for timing? Like, seriously, I tried to time it perfectly. Even though I know this print is likely to finish before the stream finishes, assuming that it finishes the way it should be finishing, as in flawlessly, or at least somewhat flawless-ish. Saw a few of you over on the Hot Makes live stream. They were on YouTube. Bleh. That's okay, fine. That's what they choose to do on YouTube. YouTube's a good place, you know, sometimes, for the most part. The funny thing is that I never think of going to YouTube for live video, like, ever. Ever. YouTube is for a video that's already been recorded. I don't know if I'm ever going to get that through my thick skull, right? It is available for people who aren't just looking for live video or recorded video. It's for video in general. I received some rather disturbing news this afternoon, and before I showcase the finishing of yesterday's print, I kind of wanted to get into it a bit. Good to see everybody, by the way. Hello, welcome aboard. Happy to have you here. Diana and Jedi were playing with some Playmates, not the toy company Playmates. They made the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back in the day. I got a message from Diana saying the kids are playing with Pokemon cards. Now, years ago, I picked up a few Pokemon cards for Jedi, thrifted them. I wasn't going to pay top dollar because I don't know what the hell's going on. And I've seen them off and on throughout the years, and I haven't picked up any of them because I don't understand Pokemon. I don't play the game. I'm probably not going to get sucked into it. But Jedi was interested in playing along, and so I pulled out some of the Pokemon cards that I grabbed for her a few years ago. I have no idea what their value is. I am not a Pokedad. I don't plan on being a Pokedad. I'm not a boomer, Deviously Mango. I'm X. I'm solid X. Though this morning, Jedi did ask if Mommy and I were born in the 1900s. I aged 4 decades in 2 nanoseconds. That's how long it took for her to ask if we were born in the 1900s. Oh, man. Oh, man. So, yeah, now, on the heels of that, she's possibly interested in Pokemon. I don't know if it's going to be more than a passing fancy, but at least she can play along, right? At least she's got a few cards of her own. They're probably not all that special. Probably not worth that much, given that I picked them up for pennies on the dollar at a thrifting store that I often visit. And they do, every so often, have new stacks of Pokemon cards or Magic the Gathering. These types of cards I very frequently see while thrifting. But given that, Jedi has not expressed an interest, I figured, oh, well, what's the point in doing it? I can always pick it up or pick something up like this at some indeterminate point in the future. Well, now it seems that I should be keeping my eye out. At some point, she'll have a stack and a half of Pokemon cards. Worth nothing. So I'm not willing to spend all that much on attaining new Pokemon cards, knowing that I can thrift them. See, Travis, you play Magic the Gathering? Well, the funny thing is, there was a Magic card in the deck that I picked up for her. The small, I pulled out like this much, maybe 100 cards or so out of like a whole stack. And there was a Magic the Gathering card in there. And of course, it was a kind of a scary looking creature, so she kind of freaked. I'm like, no, that's Magic. She's like, but Magic? I'm like, no, Magic the Gathering, not Magic as in Magic Tree. So it takes a lot of explaining. Either way, yeah. I don't think she's going to get sucked into Magic the Gathering, Kurt Grosser. Buddy of yours has a collection worth nearly $20,000. Wow. Probably spent that much in thrifting alone. Thrifting everything. Not just one thing. You just put Korean hot sauce on your popcorn, Liz? That sounds delicious. That sounds awesome. Speaking of awesome, this is what printed last night. A back to spray. This is modeled after a back to spray unit found in a Star Wars game of sorts. Printed it upside down. I did have to use supports, not that many, and it was relatively easy cleanup. And as I mentioned last night, if this thing ended up printing smaller than I expected, I'd be printing out another one. So as we wrap this particular very small print that I'm doing right now, initially I'm going to begin the printing of the larger Bacta, and the Bacta spray, I should say. It fits Jedi's hand perfectly. It's kind of kid size, so I told her to put it in her little doctor kit. So Bacta spray, perfect for her hand. Her hand just fits it just like a glove, like. So she's got Bacta spray now in her doctor kit. Like, what was it, Dr. Colonna? Was that her name from The Force Awakens, Dr. Colonna? Kind of neat little thing. Didn't realize I needed it until I saw it, and then I'm like, yeah, I totally need that. Now, what I've got here, we took a look at, I think, yesterday, the day before, when we were checking out IG-11, the retro figure. That's one of the reasons why this is being printed out here today. We'll see how it turns out, though I'm not planning on doing many of those. I will, after this one, be printing one. It's scaled up a bit more, so it's a little larger, but I thought, well, you know, she's got a Bacta spray for her hand, then I need one for mine, too. I need to have a Bacta spray model. I need it. Why not? Because, you know, it's a thing. You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't understand. Spud, maybe you do. Maybe you're a Star Wars fan like me. Spudden says, speaking of weird things like collectibles, found a big tube of Pogs you won from the 80s. Wow, that's awesome. We were just talking about Pogs on Yoko's stream the other night, I believe. No. Real Ben? No. Who was it? Not Real Ben Feldman. We rated it from Real Ben Feldman. Someone pulled out his Pog collection. The only Pogs I'm interested in at this point, of course, are the Star Wars Pogs. And yes, Star Wars Pogs do exist. So I can put it in my own Doctor Kit? Exactly. That's precisely why I need something that's bigger for my hand. Just a little small. For her, it's like, it's perfect. It's a perfect doctor kit, medical kit sized, role play, fixes everything. Fixes everything. It's true. That's what Luke was swimming in. And Darth Vader in Rogue One. Back to tanks. They're all the rage. I hope she doesn't ask me to build one of those, because I don't think I can. Yeah, so got through Monday. We survived Monday. Doctor Who, indeed. I will put the Bacta spray back there. Get it? It's in the back. It's back. Also got this, inspired by a search that I did on Facebook. Something popped up, and I'm like, I think I can find a better deal. And I did. I found a better deal. I don't believe I had one of these Applause Darth Vader mugs. They're very small. This is, like, incredibly small. Applause. Let's see if I can see the year, if they were still doing it back then. Yeah, 1997. So I pretty much just graduated college. This is, like, you can see the size of that versus the size of this, right? This Darth Vader's a little larger than this one. This is the one that holds the bits and the remote control and everything that's easy. I probably could transfer it over now, but this is smaller. So I was like, oh yeah, I'd take that for about $10. See, like, I'm not gonna spend that much money on these types of items outright. Like, I'll wait. I'll wait until I can save money on certain things. Any cereal tonight, or is it just a Sunday night thing? Liz, thank you for cheering those bits. What bits? Glad you asked. These bits right here. Right, thank you for those bits that just materialized right here, right in front of me. No, cereal I'm just trying to reserve for both Saturday and Sunday. So, nothing new tonight. I've got kind of a laundry list of like, oh, I'd like to try this, this, and this, and this. If anything, maybe this week I'll pull in something else that I found recently. Trader Joe's is getting more and more vegan products. They've got a vegan cheesecake, a little tiny cheesecake. But still, I'm like, dang, dude, like, you can get 2 of them for $4, which sounds expensive. I think that was the price. That's like $2 for a vegan cheesecake, a little tiny single-serving cheesecake. That's like 300 calories. I'm like, okay, that's pretty decent. They also have vegan cinnamon rolls. That also sounded good, although making those, Jedi would absolutely, like, find out about. And then they've also got oat milk, ice cream bars, like on the stick, like popsicles, fudgesicles. And so I don't know if I'm going to be getting those before Father's Day or for Father's Day. And it may very well be for Father's Day. Oh, we're doing a rainbow. Fair enough. Oh, speaking of... Hang on just a second. What the heck? Eh. Doing a rainbow. Okay, I'll just turn them on first. We'll go green. Well, actually, we'll go orange, green, purple, blue, green, turquoise blue. Yeah, that's weird though, isn't it? It's kind of hard to get these just right. You know what I'm saying? There we go. That's but the bottom one's not. It's just not. See, then the purple and the pink look really close to one another. How about we do this? Roy, G, Viv. There we go. There's the rainbow. Okay. Taste the rainbow. You're a cheesecake connoisseur? Is that what you are? They seem to be good. I mean, I wouldn't imagine them not being good. It's just junk food. They also have vegan cupcakes. So there may be times during the week where I'll pick up some junk food and just to try it. But generally speaking, I think cereals probably best left to at least one weekend night, potentially 2 weekend nights. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to pan out. Depends on what I find in any average week. But again, it is good to see everybody, even if I did see you a few minutes ago, or especially if I saw you a few minutes ago on the Hot Makes, not on Twitch, the Hot Makes live stream on YouTube, because apparently people use YouTube for live streaming. What's wrong with you? Got some, or at least one good print. I'm not going to do it tonight because I need to do it ahead of time to be able to finish during the stream, which is what I prefer to do. But I found one that I found it on Thangs, the sponsor, Thangs.com. And so I'm going to probably do that one tomorrow. And I've got a kind of a backlog starting. Like I want to do the Jedi Temple. I want to do like a Star Wars bin. There are a few things that I want to do. And so I'm like, and in fact, some things that I wanted to do in the past, I've kind of forgotten about. I got to like try to keep up with it. You want to get Chris Perlo on one of your STSs? What's an STS? Is that like a 3D printing thing? Saints? That's all I know STS as. Saints? I'm not a saint, that's for sure. I need to build a cereal hiding place. Yes, I know. But that's not going to happen. 2 at a time. Like, if I can find a good one. The problem is like, getting, like, new ones that I can eat, they're in short supply. Because all of them come with marshmallows. And I just assume not pick through the cereal to pick out the marshmallows. Like, it's just a pain in the neck. So, I've kind of got to stick to the fun cereals. And I may end up going with, like, vintage, quote-unquote, vintage cereals. Like Golden Grams. For some reason, I've had a hankering for that. Or Honeycomb. Something that I might not have had in years. Honestly. Chris is not a saint. Indeed, I am not. You'll gladly pick all the marshmallows out? Fair enough. David Hales asks, are we watching old cover-up videos tonight? Is tonight Friday? Check your calendar. If it's not, then the answer is very clearly no. Because, as I've repeated several times over. Bang Bang. Wait, what are we shooting? I don't know. Now you got that song stuck in my head. Bang Bang. You know, from Kill Bill Volume 1. I liked Kill Bill. I liked that movie series. The 2 Kill Bills. I'm glad they he split them up into 2. Because it would have lost something if it was just one film. My humble opinion. That's my humble opinion. It's not, and honestly, it's not that humble of an opinion. But it is an opinion. Fair enough. People think I had... This is crazy. People think I had Pokemon cards. I get them thrifting. Because I posted something on Twitter. I have not spent that much money on Pokemon cards. Probably will not. That's not the plan. That's not in the plan. Yeah, so, you know, I guess I didn't realize, I see C. Travis and Builder's Mark here, it was, Ethan's dad, right? You're all here. You're talking about the Jedi keys, right? And they seem to be, you could print them like 30 different ways, right? But I guess I'm not as opposed to using supports. And I didn't realize it was a thing that was so frowned upon. But, like, I even got dragged into it. Well, I jumped into another thread that Krusty was in. And I think RC Maniac, possibly? I can't remember who else was in it. But the idea was, you know, that supports are somehow this evil. And I guess I don't mind. They don't bother me that much. And maybe they would over time. If I could avoid it, I would. But especially if I want to print something, I'm going to need to use it. Yeah, certainly not using supports would be awesome. But using supports, still not that interesting. Threw me under the bus and back up twice. Yes. Builder's Mark, that's... I'm good for that. You should do that to me a lot. I deserve it. For one reason or another, I guarantee I deserve that. To be thrown under the bus. Because the dad under the bus goes... The dad under the bus goes... Crunch, crunch. He's got some bones in him. Unless it's a jellyfish dad. If it's a jellyfish dad, it's just going to be... like that. Just like a fart sound. By the way, you've missed all the organic farts I've had today. I've had a few. I don't know why. It could be the beans that I ate. Although I didn't think I had that many beans. But I was like really, really, really gassy. Really gassy. How's my comic book hunting going? I get them in the mail. Thanks for not sharing. Well, I could try. If I think about it hard enough, I could eke one out. I don't know. Did Diana put garlic in them? They're beans that were frozen. So maybe like when she freezes beans, like farts get trapped in them? I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, there was no effort. Trust me. I'm not going to blow an O-ring. At least that's not the plan. It could happen, you know. It's all fun and games. Yeah, so I'm like looking up Pokemon prices on Facebook Marketplace, just generic, and I can get these thrifting easily. I'm not gonna spend an arm and a leg to get these random things. Way easier to just to get them in person and just wait. They're not worth that much. I'm not gonna buy them brand new, that's for sure. You'll be sending me charcoal capsules? People eat that crap? Look at your bank account to see how many mega farts you could afford. Oh, man. I would blow out my underwear, man. My virtual underwear would be shot. Even my Darth Vader underoos. And yes, I do have Darth Vader underoos. I do. They're jockeys. I never liked the feel of that. I changed to boxer briefs a few years back and have not looked back. I mean, I used to be a tighty whities guy. And then I was like, yeah, as soon as I tried boxer briefs, I'm like, okay, all right, I like this. And then it's been that way ever since. Yeah. Boxer briefs. Those are my favorites. TMI hour with Chris Perillo. Well, fine, change the subject, Liz. There should be a card shop that will sell common Pokemon cards pretty cheap. Yeah, see, Travis, thrifting. I'll just grab them thrifting because I can get, like, depending on, you know, when they roll out and who's pricing. But, like, I've picked up, like, a stack that thick for, like, $5. So, like, I'm not willing to, like, spend much more than that on this kind of stuff. So, next, we'll talk about your prostate. Well, it does get swollen at times when I have a decongestant. It's a weird thing. So, I don't like taking decongestants. It's not my thing. Not interested. Next, stay away from the dark side. Well, I will try, Fix 'em, dude. I will try. Although this is a dark gray filament from Printed Solid, I'm still going with the same one. I just like gray. I like neutral. I know I'm the most boring 3D printing person over, doing anything over 3D printing airwaves. It's true. Iskra's unimpressed with everything anyway. It's a cat. Cats are a-holes. There's a whole book on it. I think it's even titled Cats Are A-Holes. Decongestant are not meant to be suppositories. You sure, Billabongs? You might want to look at the directions. Because I'm pretty sure they are. That's... I'm sorry. David says, I give him 43 unique colors, and he prints gray. No, I've also done orange. Like, those are, like, diametrically opposed. And white. I did the white, too. White, gray, and the orange. That's the outlier. Because I see a color. Like, I did the purple one as well, right? So I see the color, and I'm like, what could I do with this? And I don't think of what I mean, I'm getting to the point, though, now where it's like, oh, I would like to do that in this color, or I'd like to do this in that color. I mentioned the other night I found the Jedi Temple. I think I'm going to be going with, like, potentially that Commodore 64 inspired color, or the VIC-20, the Commodore inspired color. Also kind of neutral, but that might be a good Jedi Temple filament for that. Pink, I did pink, that's true. I've done a fair amount of pink. I've mixed them up. I have. Give me a break. Oh, Fix 'em Dude's happy with this month's colors. Check that out. Because Printed Solid's got like a blind box of sorts. So you get the box, but you can't look. That's the thing about the blind boxes. Like you receive it, but you can't actually see what's inside it. At all. Ever. So you forever can't see it. It's a weird thing. Your local thrift store had Garbage Pail Kid trading cards for $3 unopened. Well, that's not great, depending on how much. How many Garbage Pail Kids, because it depends on the deal, right? Oh, okay, yeah, no spoilers. DB3D Dan does not want spoilers. By the way, shout out to DB3D Dan. And I apologize if I missed anybody else. I apologize. Who's done glow-in-the-dark PLA? Oh, that's a good question, but I'm sure everyone here has. I'm the only one who hasn't, because I'm lame. Maybe when my nozzle runs out. See, Travis notes his Jesse box has not come in yet either. Okay, no spoilers. No spoilers. Not going to spoil it. I just hope there's a little bit of gray in it. It's Seattle. I love Seattle. Like, what's the color that you think of most? Well, we are the Emerald City. There is a lot of green here. There is. And,
Director
oh my God.
Chronic is now hosting my stream with 66
Check
viewers.
this out. Director Chronic. Now, I promised yesterday that I would show you, and you came back. We raided Director Chronic last night. Just made partner on Twitch. I mentioned I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. It's not a joke. Like, there's some of my collection behind me. And it's all illuminated and everything. Here's the back to spray holder I made for my daughter to put in her medical kit. Printed this yesterday. I'm going to be printing a slightly larger one tonight. Welcome, Raiders! I hope you had a good stream, Director... Screen? Can I say this? Stream! I hope you had an amazing stream. If you are a Star Wars fan, trust me, we are going to get along swimmingly because every day around here, and you can ask anybody in our community, you can ask anybody, I'm always talking about Star Wars. Always. Whether it's this, whether it's a figure that I got yesterday, a retro IG-11 figure, whether it's 3D printing something. You can tell what I'm 3D printing right now because the Arabesh down here will kind of give it away, and then the countdown timer right there. Today, I am going to open, just in your honor, for the raid, and again, I hope your stream went well. I said it right that time. Hope your screen went well too. Don't get me wrong. So I'm going to be opening this. I wasn't planning on doing this immediately, but Director Chronic, this is so cool. You've never seen things 3D printed before? Oh, Director Chronic! Oh! Oh, what can we show? What can we show? What do I got? Okay, so this right here, this bust, the second thing I ever 3D printed on this very small printer, a Prusa Mini. I'm not a hardware person at all. Like, I'm not a maker. But I was able to figure this out. This is the second thing I ever 3D printed a few months ago. And every day since then, I've been 3D printing something else. More often than not, it has been Star Wars. What's another cool thing I can show you? I printed Death Star tiles to mix and match. These are just two of them. I'm just grabbing what I got on my shelf here, buddy. There's fun little mashups. Like here's a Vader Mickey, right? Change the angle. Am I too far away? Oh, okay. Give me a second. Fine. I will show you up close. There's the Vader Mickey. Thank you for reminding me that I needed to flip angles. Sometimes I forget that. So, did that one. That was fun. Let me show you the bust again then, since you didn't see that very well. Look at that. One piece. You could print this in two pieces too, but I did it in one piece. One single piece. So yeah, I love Star Wars. And I will get to this. I will open the Moff Gideon figure, I promise. But I needed to show you some things, not everything, that I've 3D printed. Some of the stuff I've got like scattered about. I wasn't expecting this. Otherwise, I would have prepared. When I printed kyber crystals. Gotta watch out. They're like random lightsabers that often ignite around here. Since I could not get a black kyber crystal from Galaxy's Edge, it would be way too expensive and I could not go that far. I can print my own kyber crystals. These are really easy, really simple, so I print them out in the various colors that I try. The filament that might go wasted, because sometimes you have to print supports to effectively support the print as it moves up on the Z-axis, I basically melt down into, like, not cookies, but like in a baking tin. So everything, all the spare stuff, always goes to Star Wars. What's another cool thing that I've done? Well, a lot of the stuff back here is Darth Vader. Oh, here are the Death Star tiles again. I could run into the other room. Right, there we go. And these are just two of them. Those are just two. I've printed a few different coins, different kind of coins. I think there's the Jedi symbol, two filament colors, black and then white. I have done what they call lithophanes, right? It's you got some mad respect for me. Thank you. Given that I made this the back display for my daughter last night for her medical kit, I'm printing a bigger one for me because Daddy needs one too. I've got to. My daughter's name, by the way, is Jedi. That is for real. Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna run into the other room to grab something. Director Chronic, give me a second. I'm gonna show you something that I printed called a lithophane, and this is gonna freak you out. You're going to love but I got to go into the other room to get it. I'm going to grab a few other objects that I've printed. Star Wars, specifically. Wait. Here's a couple other things that I just printed the other day. If you watch The Mandalorian, and hello, you probably do. This is something that I printed live the other day. This is the medallion, or really a medal, that was given to Cara Dune in The Mandalorian. Thank you for the anonymous Star Wars blaster firing off over my head and singeing my hair. You can see thank you. Anyway, this was really easy, really quick, really fun. And then I found a model for, these are Jedi Temple Guard keys. Keys that the Jedi Temple Guard apparently carry. So I printed these off the other day as well. You don't realize that you need these until you see the model. And you're like, I need Jedi Temple keys. Like, I totally need these. So cosplayers will very often model these items that can be downloaded, sometimes for free, sometimes you pay money to the artist if that's what they want, and you should respect that. But I saw these, and I knew immediately, I needed these. So I'm just showing you maybe a few of the things that have been printed, more often than not, Star Wars over the past couple of months here, because I'm 3D printing something new every day. Okay, Now don't move. Director Chronic, don't move, because you're gonna freak out when when you see this lithophane. That's what it's called. You're gonna freak out. I'm coming back. Hang on. Keep in mind, I grabbed a few things for you, buddy. This is what's called a lithophane.
Paceless gifted Director Chronic a subscription.
Way,
Paceless gifted a tier 1 sub to Director Chronic. They have given 86 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Liz. The garrison is here, indeed. Okay, so the easiest way to showcase what this is by putting it in front of light. So let me go ahead and adjust this. Give me a second. I am going to adjust the camera. Flip it back. I did bring the kitchen sink. Come on, dude! Like, Director Chronic is absolutely a fellow Star Wars fan. This is called a lithophane. So let me see if I can get it just right. Alright, no, that's not going to work. Here, let's do it this way. I'm going to tilt the camera back and show you like that. So, this, it doesn't look like anything there, but if you put light behind it, you can do this with any
Kurt Grosser
photo.
just resubscribed for 3 months. Just
photo.
realized it was time to resub. Woot woot.
Thank you for the resubscription. So this is what's known as a lithophane. Pretty awesome. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for the raid. I feel so blessed. I'm so humble. Thank you so much for that. You have no idea. Everybody, you're in here and you love Star Wars. Trust me, we're going to get along swimmingly. All right, going on the level 1 hype train. Foo-foo. That was weird. What kind of train goes foo-foo? I don't know. A hype train tonight. So, another thing that I like to do, beyond 3D printing Star Wars stuff and talking about Star Wars stuff and collecting Star Wars items, is I will often go out and get new Star Wars things that I didn't realize existed. I went to Marshall's and Home Goods today.
just gifted 1 subs.
Thank you so much for gifting that sub, Pez Liz. Thank you for helping the hype train. This is a bank. Home Goods and Marshalls and TJ Maxx have a ton of new Star Wars stuff, largely Grogu or the child. This huge thing is a bank. $15. $15. That's it. For this.
Randolph 1976 just gifted 10 subs.
Woo! Panfred Nudo! Thank you, David Randolph. D. Randolph 1976.
Panfred Nudo gifted Hi Jetty a subscription. Panfred Nudo gifted a tier 1 sub to Hi Jetty. They have given 6 gift subs in the channel.
The filament that I'm using to print from printedsolid.com. Okay. I'm going to show you a few things. I'm not going to show you everything, but things that I enjoy doing when I'm using a new filament. I will often print like checkers. So let me flip back to the other view here. I'll print like checkers in the different symbols. So like Mando or the Mandalorian or Jabba the Hutt. Sorry about that. Look at
Paceless gifted mystical_SW a subscription.
Okay, here.
Paceless gifted a tier 1 sub to mystical_SW.
I'll often
they have given 88 gift subs in the channel.
Items. Thank you so much for that. I'll also sometimes print, not all the time, but when I find a cool filament color, these two are printed solid filament colors. Little chips, little tokens. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but still, got a bag of various colors. Oh yeah, did you know that you can get Ziploc or Hefty? Who makes these? Is this Ziploc? Glad? Star Wars bags, zipper bags. So if you didn't know you could do that, you can. Look at that. You can even get a flame trooper on there. So yeah, I also, with the different filament colors that I try, print off like sabak dye. Right there. I also print off credits. Oh, what? Did it? Level 5 hype train? What? Yes? What? Crap. Hype train. We're at level 4. Okay, we're at level... Thank you, Liz. Thank you. So anyway, I print off various colors of Sabacc credits. You know, because you never know when you need credits to play Sabacc. Pretty cool. That's that bag. I mean, I have a lot of filament colors to go through. This is not even the beginning. Oh, here are all my Death Star tiles. I was mentioning the Death Star tiles. These are obviously in the overcast gray, but they have a variety of greebles and kind of it can be mixed and matched a variety of ways, right? You know, but I've got a bag, and I've got one more to add. I've got the exhaust port one to add. A few months ago, I ended up doing, one of the first ones I ended up doing were blurg. There are like 4 blurg that are available to 3D print. So I have these like blurg babies. These tiny blurg babies. So cute.
Fix'em Dude just gifted 1 subs.
Fix'em Dude, thank you so much for gifting that sub. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. In fact, what I can do is I can flip views here. And okay, I did mention that mostly what I print is Star Wars. It's true. And thank you. This is a great way of going through it.
Gifted Zazax's subscription. Hazel has gifted a tier 1 sub to Zazax.
I love doing the hype train like
gift
this.
Subs in the channel.
Because I get excited. Look, so this isn't Star Wars. I didn't promise. I mean, I said that mostly what I do is Star, but it's Spaceballs. So I got the Spaceballs.
Deviously Mango just gifted 1 subs.
Thank you so much for all the subs, the follows, the comments. I'm trying to catch them all. I am.
Coda120 just gifted 1 subs.
See, you don't realize you need all these things. In Rogue One, they carried around Kyber crystals, right? In the orange containers here, you can print these. So this is a scale for the Star Wars Legion. I don't play that game, but I thought, you know, for the 3 3/4 inch scale, that's my favorite scale of action figures. I also printed off one in gold, and then I found a few other crates, not crate dragons. I haven't printed one of those, but I did. There's a little crate there, and this one's got some Arabesh on it. These crates in white, nice white crate. Right there. Did we make it through a level? Did you guys push us? Y'all pushed us through a level 5 hype train. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here's what I'm going to do. And again, this is just a fraction of what I've done, and fraction of what I'm going to be doing over the next little while.
Drandolph 1976 shared X1000.
Thank you so much. Popcorn for all, fine. I think it's warranted. Everyone's going to get 3 million Perillo popcorn. Add points, all 3 million. That's a lot. That's basically the stream elements. Stream elements? I will freeze in a second. I promise. I will freeze in a second, but first I want to show the Death Star tiles. Come on, I got fellow Star Wars nerds and geeks with me. So the garrison is here. I've got to represent. I've got to. I also enjoy Garbage Pail Kids. That is true. So let's go ahead and try this view. Oh man, I don't know if that's gonna work. I was gonna try to lay it out, but I don't think that view is going to behave. So I don't want to like go too deeply into it. Let me try it again here. Because if it works, I'll be able to show you the Death Star tiles kind of laid out. So give me a second. Let me see if this works. All right, let's try that. I may have to adjust a tiny bit, but y'all just bear with me, and I appreciate it. And I apologize that I'm not able to see like everyone's comments because it's kind of like nutty right now, but that's okay. I will, as I mentioned, be opening Moff Gideon, the retro Moff Gideon here. I did promise that with this raid. I'm just going to show you some of the tiles here. So it's like I'm putting together this puzzle, right? With all these little tiles and all these wacky little greebles. I mean, there is a way of putting them together, right? But like, in terms of what I might enjoy, or maybe even my daughter, like, there's no wrong way of doing this, in my opinion. And I know there are some people like, no, you're doing it wrong. You can't put that Greeble there. And that what are you talking about, dude? It's all fun. It's all Star Wars. So these are just some of the tiles that I have. But that gives you an idea of what they look like when they are splayed out. Can I print the Kessel Run? I could try. The scale? I'm not even sure. Not even sure. They are printed in different orientations, certainly. I'm not kit bashing. I did not develop it. I'm not a designer. Unfortunately, I kind of have to rely on people who do design. In fact, Fix'em Dude here in this channel, who's chatting right now, designs. And he's done. Hang on, let me see if I can. Where the heck did it go? Hang on. I'm trying to find Fix'em Dude's model. There it is. So Fix'em Dude made this model right here. It was a print in place. Well, not exactly print in place, but these pieces printed out individually, and then you basically snap them together and glue them together. This little model here. He's got these model kits that you can 3D print, which is really cool. So I didn't have one of those, obviously, because one was never really produced, or at least accessible. And this turned out really, really nice here. So, yeah. I tell you, man, this is, we're scratching the surface. Like, in terms of what I might be doing on a regular basis, this is just, like, scratching the surface. Okay, I promised I would open this figure right here, right now. And I apologize that I'm missing all the shout-outs. Liz, if you're able to catch the shout-outs, it'd be great. I'll do a freeze frame. I will do a freeze frame. I showed the TIE Defender from Fix'em Dude. I'm going to open this first and then do a freeze frame. Is that fair? What am I printing right now? What I'm printing is hidden. It's coated in Orabesh. So little spoilers there. I don't want to issue too many spoilers. The Moff Gideon retro-styled figure with the Darksaber. With the Darksaber. Retro is my favorite. Out of all the Hasbro lines, oh my god, this is perfect. They styled it like the Kenner, because I grew up with Kenner. So, okay, I'm sorry, I'm like jumping, but like I have to show you. While we're here, I know I'm doing a horrible job at keeping up with everything. Sorry. And thank you, Liz, for helping. Thank you for the shout-outs. Here we've got... what's so astounding about this? Look at the Darksaber. So it should be in focus. Look at that Darksaber. It is styled like like Luke's lightsaber from Empire Strikes Back, right? Remember the saber that came with the Bespin figure? It even has, what is it, the 3 dots? 3 dots down there. It's somewhat translucent, largely translucent, but it is styled, and I apologize, it can't get in exact focus because it's going to be a little bit of a trick. But that's the Darksaber. Isn't that outstanding? The retro collection, I've said it before, I'll say it again, Hasbro needs to do more retro-styled figures. I did. Moff Gideon with this. Yeah, honey, come on over. So, can you say hi to Director Chronic?
Hi, Director Chronic.
This is Jedi. Jedi, you want to say hello to everybody?
Hello.
Hello. This is great. This is, yeah, we got to be careful, though, because I think that's going to fall. It's going to be pretty loose in his hand.
I thought someone else had this.
The Darksaber? Well, not in the retro collection. There's a vintage collection, too, where you can also get a Darksaber, specifically with Moff Gideon at this scale. But I love the styles of the Kenner action figures, because, of course, I grew up with them. I'm a child of the 80s. Let me go ahead and...
Yeah, this is a big part of the Death Star. A big part.
That's called parenting right, by the way, when someone knows what it is. I am a parent. And you know what else is a parent?
What?
You know these. Go ahead, mix and match them if you want. Have at it, kid. I will get to the freeze frame. Don't freeze me for long, because I want the next thing I wanted to. What was the next thing I wanted to show? Oh, I was gonna show my the rest of my office here. Somewhat, you'll freak out when you see it, I think. But I have to right now. I've got to do a freeze frame. So basically, someone redeemed channel points, and I had. Thank you, Kurt Grosser. Oh, man, I was a little worried about that. Okay, so I'm going to pick up this camera and show you a little bit. Sorry, I got to move past the other stuff. So this is the rest of my room. This is just one room here in the house. There's Jedi. This is just one room. Keep in mind, this is not all the rooms. We have a Star Wars home. Are you licking things in the air there? Is that fuzz that's blowing around? And again, I apologize if things are blown out. I can't show you what's behind the desk here, but there's more Star Wars stuff over there. You okay down there? Over there, I've got an arcade cabinet, and up at the top, if you can see up at the top, up there, those are, and you can see the cabinet too. There's more stuff over there. Tons and tons and tons. Mostly Vader in here, but we have all the Star Wars things everywhere else. Up in the top, in those baseball bat cases, is a full run of the vintage Kenner Star Wars action figures that I grew up with, although these are largely upgraded to C9 condition and above, complete with accessories, including Blue Snaggletooth and Yak Face. And then over here, I've got even more. I mean, you can't do anything in this room without seeing some amount of Star Wars. And even if you don't see Star Wars anywhere, I may be 3D printing it. So inevitably, Star Wars is around here. Can I have a little bit of seat? Thank you. Okay, thank you. Anyway, there's that. Just wow. Mini wow. Much wow. Doge. Some people do the Dogecoin. I do Star Wars. Star Wars is my sport. And you know what? Director Chronic, I would argue that it would probably be the same for you as well. Furious Ninja says, your room is crazy. I thank you. Thank you. Flower Buns, thank you. I happen to agree. It's a great collection. It's my collection. Everyone collects differently. The funny thing is, oh, no, you don't understand. Like, I can open up any one of the drawers and pull out something Star Warsy. Like, for measuring things.
Dad, can I see?
Yeah, you know what this is. You've got your own, honey. No, you don't have one of these. We've got to be careful with this. It's really heavy, and it's a tool, not a toy. Yours is really, really tiny. Yours is, remember the fabric measuring tape?
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember? Got little rulers, just in case I need to measure something. If we need to use a screwdriver. Honey, it's downstairs. I have like a Millennium Falcon pencil sharpener. These are all licensed. Trust me, you can say something and say, oh, I bet you don't have this. I may not be able to grab it at any moment. I bet you anything. That I probably have it in Star Wars. Did I see that someone needed to add at the chat? The chat has now been added, at least for the moment. What am I measuring? The amount of Star Wars stuff that I've collected? Kurt Grosser does mention Rule 34.1, if it exists. Chris owns a Star Wars version of it. Indeed. And here you thought this was just going to be an average raid. Nay. You don't understand. Love it. Good combo. She's building the Death Star over here. Did I count it? I did not. How do I dust all that? Well, rule of 2. Great handle. Now, careful with that, because that Darksaber and his weapon may get dropped. And I don't want to lose those. Very small for a 6-year-old. I decided years ago, and this is my workaround. I collect dust. I collect Star Wars stuff and dust. So that's how I get around it. I don't actually dust. I just collect it. I've got some vintage dust around here for sure.
Vintage dust?
Director Chronic, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you raided. I'm so glad this was a happy time for you. Trust me, every night is like this. Well, maybe not exactly like this, but no, dusting, hun. It's not. I'm saying like the dust that's floating around. A lot of it is vintage. I still have my. Let me go. For this special occasion, the thing that started this all years ago, years and years. Oops, sorry, honey. Years ago. This is my first Star Wars figure right here. I'm sitting here this way for now. What do you need? Here, just stand up there. There you go. You got it. Yeah, just stand up back there. You're good. So this is the AT-AT driver. Got it for 99 cents back in 1980 whenever. From The Empire Strikes Back. What do you need, honey? What do you need, honey? Yeah, that's fine. That's, honey. You can see that. I've got to see that. I've got to be able to control this. So this is kind of the thing that started all back in the 80s. And I don't even have all the Star Wars things. Nay. I do not have all the Star Wars things for sure. That's yours. You can take that. That's yours. I was showing them the back display. So she knows it's back display. So now everyone's repaired. Everyone's fixed. Daniel Vining, you can't believe you've been a follower for over 5 years. Well, congratulations. Any Star Wars shot glasses? I do have them. I don't know if I have them offhand. I've got a few Darth Vader. Yep. Mugs. There you go. Okay. There's one shot glass. Most of what's in here, careful with that. It's glass. It's glass. So let's be very careful with that. The other things throughout the house are... Oh, thank you for subbing.
Danielle Winning just subscribed.
Very good. Thank you. The other Star Wars stuff is strewn about the house, but mostly I bring the Vader things, and then other things that aren't Vader end up making their way in here as well, so you never know. I've got bags and bins of all sorts of stuff. You name it. I'm not going to say I have it, but I want it. There will never be enough. There will never, ever be enough. And again, I would like to apologize. Usually when we're in the flow of things, I definitely read a lot of chat, shout-outs. Thank you for all the follows. I'm not sure if I can catch up. Thank you for getting us through a level 5 hype train, everybody. And I really appreciate that. And of course, you know, I'm doing this every night. Just as a little thing to throw out there, especially the new followers. Every night at 6 p.m. I'm doing something. And more often than not, it will involve Star Wars. Like a new figure, or a new toy, or a new collectible. So, you want to see Star Wars TP to keep up after a Sith? TP toilet? They do have Star Wars toilet paper. I just didn't get any when it was available because I didn't live anywhere but the U.S. and it wasn't available here. Ruda3756 asks, do you have a lot of stuff from the Clone Wars era? Unfortunately, I do not. It kills me because so many cool things were produced during that era. I have a lot of loose figures from the Clone Wars era. I didn't necessarily buy new. But I thrift a lot. I take advantage of sales, and do have some amount, just not a heavy amount as some people would have at this point. Because as much as I collect, I also don't spend top dollar on everything. But I still have fun collecting, and now printing, making the things that I couldn't get otherwise. Man, can you imagine if this level of stream was a thing back in the old days? Well, you know, it's there now, so I'm happy. You're playing Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite yet. I was too busy collecting Vulcan ears in that era. No. I like Star Trek. I enjoy Star Trek. Nothing wrong with it. Star Trek Discovery is awesome. Probably my favorite Star Trek series, but I'm not into the collectibles aspect of it. Do I have a Star Wars iPhone case and Star Wars car cushions? Yeah, I have phone cases. I just don't use them. Like the Star Wars phone cases. Certainly the Darth Vader ones. I may pick them up when they're on sale, too. So, you never know. You never know. Man, woo, what a night. Was not expecting tonight to be as active as it was, but I'm happy. Let me go ahead and show you something else that... okay, I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to... Thank you for following Dr. Daniels, or Dr. Daniels. I was going to show this tomorrow, but I might as well show it to you tonight. This is one of the next things that I want to print. I had mentioned that I've got a sponsor, Thangs.com, and I was browsing their website. Let's see if I can get that to pull up. Let me tweak something here. Okay, so I was just browsing the front page of Thangs.com today. I was like, you know, I wonder what they got. I wonder. So that first Star Wars figure I have, is that from the 1900s? It is. Oh, someone read my tweet. Yeah, Jedi asks, our daughter asked us, were you born in the 1900s? I'm like, oh man. Oh man. So I'm scrolling, I'm like, nothing's really like tripping my trigger. I'm like, okay, I don't know what that is. I'm like, not interested, not interested. Wouldn't waste the film. Trust me, there's a payoff, people. Just keep watching. So I'm just scrolling, because you never know what you're going to find, right? It's serendipity. And as I'm doing this, and it shouldn't be too much longer, Theoretically. I'm seeing a lot of stuff that I don't want to print. But, you know, I'm not ready to give up. It's not like, okay, oh, look, some Lego minifigures, although I just as soon actually have the Lego minifigures. Then I hit Layer 1 3D. And this person basically modeled the Luke Skywalker training droid. And the cool thing about this particular item is that... Uh-oh. Give me a second. The cool thing about... see it, or you should be able to see it in meat space, in 3D. So the cool thing about Fangs.com is, if I go there and go to Fangs, this is how I found it. So I'm going to be printing this, and I think I'm going to start it tomorrow. So we'll look up Training Droid on Fangs.com on your iOS or Android device. You pull it up, iOS and Android on your phone, open augmented reality. It'll download, or basically should load up the model, load it up, and then what you can do is view in your space. So I thought I gave it access already, but then you kind of move your phone around. Look at that. So obviously it's big. I can shrink it down. I can move it around. I can turn it around. I can twist it, right? That's really big. But I can see what it would look like in my space. So you can do that with pretty much any model on Fangs.com. So I'm finding Star Wars stuff there. That's kind of how I found this IG head. Oops, spoiler alert. And I got a little notification from a Star Wars friend there. But anyway, this is the next thing I'm going to be printing. And the cool thing is basically it can print for all you like 3D nerds. There's no supports that are required. You basically print two sides and then glue them together. So it's really cool. It's really cool. Have I played Vader Immortal VR game? I have not. I want to. I just don't have a VR headset. I thought about getting the newer Oculus one, the one that's headless or basically does not have to be connected to a PC. That's possible. The problem that I have with VR is I get motion sick really easily. And because of that, VR tends to be something that I tend to stay away from. And that's... I hope will change, especially with the higher refresh rate on the Oculus as it got flashed to the new firmware. But VR is cool, and I want to do it specifically for Star Wars. But right now, AR is about as much as my head can handle without, like, exploding or imploding. Sweet training droid print. I agree, Reindeer. I'm going to be... I think I'm going to start doing it tomorrow. So I'll do like one half tomorrow and the second half the next day, and then we'll glue them together. So kind of spread it out. So that's probably the next thing I'm going to be printing. I'm going to try to find a pretty good color in my closet to see if I can somewhat match that white color. I have a feeling I'm going to go with the iridescent pearl. I really liked that. It's difficult to show on camera, but the filament is... And do I have... I don't know if I have an Oh, I do. So I printed this bust in iridescent pearl. You can't easily tell because the way the camera's brightness is. It looks white, but in person, if you twist it around, it's white, but it's got this pink hue to it. So it's pretty friggin' wild. It's pretty awesome. So I'm thinking about doing the training ball on this, just because it would be an interesting style to do. The iridescent pearl is so nice. The quest is great. Oh, good to know. I haven't picked it up yet. Fangs.com has a hot tub model. Been looking for one? Well, you don't have to look very far on Twitch, that's for sure. And thank you, by the way, Dan and L for following. Really appreciate that. Welcome aboard to the Cantina. I don't know. What would this place be called? Right? I mean, I always called it like a play shop. But I did have a beer, and I do usually drink one beer a night, so it's usually like a cantina. It's the play shop. Welcome to my little world. I'm a variety streamer. I usually start live streaming every night around 6 p.m., usually 3D printing something different, for me, at least. I don't really get into printing props outright. I'm more interested in the smaller objects, items that, couldn't be picked up through regular marketing channels. Or, maybe they could, or maybe I wanted another one, or maybe I wanted it in a certain color. So I tend to do that. On weekends, I tend to go nostalgic, watching old retro stuff and eating some fun cereal. You just never know what's going to happen. I don't do a lot of gaming. I will leave that to Director Chronic, because you would kick my tail feathers. I'm not... The kind of gaming I do is more retro, like Tetris or word games or the titles that I grew up with. The only Star Wars game, hang on, that I had growing up, not this one. This is another item. This is not the one I had growing up, but this was the Star Wars game, the only Star Wars game that I had at home growing up. The Empire Strikes Back. I bought this at Star Wars Celebration with the manual and everything. I didn't get it graded. I'm like, I'm not going to get it graded. Even though it has the Parker Brothers catalog, there's the cartridge, right? I didn't have Star Wars, and I did not have the Return of the Jedi game or games. There was Jedi Arena, too. This is the only one I had. This was the popular one. I grew up in this era. This was my era of Star Wars gaming. The Atari 2600. And I've played Star Wars games off and on throughout the years. But, you know, and I did, the most recent one, I did play through Jedi Fallen Order. That was a blast. I played through it twice. Once on the Xbox and another time on a PC. So, yeah, I've done Star Wars games. My next Star Wars game adventure is more likely than not going to be the Skywalker Chronicles. Or, sorry, the Skywalker Saga. The Lego game. Despite Lego having produced several Star Wars games over the years, and despite me being a huge fan of Lego, an adult fan of Lego, if you will, this is a new set that I got as a part of the May the 4th promotion. To be able to get the promotion, I needed to have a certain amount in my cart. The other week, I put together this, started it on May the 4th. I'm an adult fan of Lego, but I'm more interested in the minifigures, not so much the busts, not so much the sets, unless those sets come with minifigures. So I'm a fan of figures. I mean, hello, with, you know, this fascination and this interest getting kicked off with, you know, the AT-AT driver, that's not a surprise. The figures specifically. So I'm an adult fan of Lego. I don't even have all the Star Wars Lego sets, which is really unfortunate, because I would love all the Lego Star Wars sets. Do not get me wrong. It's just, I haven't. But I've not yet played through in any entirety any Lego Star Wars game. Haven't done it. And it just didn't happen. But I believe that my stream is basically going to get transformed when that finally drops. I'll get the edition that comes with the Luke with the blue milk, the Bantha milk, because that's I think one of the exclusive, if not the exclusive minifigure that's going to drop with that game. I'm probably going to get that. It's probably going to be on the PC so that I can play it here during the stream, etc. And my stream is basically going to be dominated, which would be rare, by a game. The Lego Star Wars game, the Skywalker Saga, whatever it's going to be called. I can't remember what the title or the working title is right off. But that'll be my first one. Airwolf28 says, I like the Star Wars arcade game. Loved it. Played it. Still have it. I've got it. I pointed out earlier, if I tilt it back here, right back there is my arcade cabinet, MAME machine in there. I have that. I've got a roller. It plays really well on the roller ball because it doesn't, the machine doesn't have an actual yoke. Yoke? That's not the yoke. But that was probably easier for me to play as a kid and still as an adult than a lot of the games that are being produced now. As photorealistic as Battlefront is and some of these modern games, I mean, they're outstanding. I enjoyed the hell out of Jedi Fallen Order. Like, it's great. I can't wait for a sequel. There's got to be a sequel. There has to be. It was just too much. It was too much of a good thing. They were setting a really nice stage with that. As much as I enjoy that photorealism, so much of Star Wars for me growing up was imagination, right? We certainly didn't have 3D printers, right? We played with action figures. This is one that I 3D printed. Little Darth Vader figures, like a Playmobil Darth Vader. There's a guy who's modeled a variety of characters, including Darth Vader. I printed the K2SO the other day. I didn't grab it. That's not one of the things that I was showing off. But they articulate and everything. Darth Vader does not turn its head, at least this particular version of the model does not. But back then, that's how we experienced Star Wars. We didn't have games. We had toys, but they were in short supply. We didn't have the ability to turn on the TV and watch whatever the hell we wanted to watch anytime. So we didn't even have the movies. So a lot of Star Wars to me was imagination. And so as much as I enjoy the visual nature of Star Wars across the board, whether it's comics, which again I didn't really grow up with, or the animations, which I definitely did not grow up with, well, apart from Droids and Ewoks, which I enjoyed Ewoks I think more than Droids, because Droids I didn't understand. It was too if I missed an episode, I didn't know what was going on. And it was very difficult to catch that stuff back in the day. We didn't have VCRs or DVRs at that time. It wasn't as easy. Or at least we didn't. Our family did not. Arandir's Gaming says, TIE Fighter was all-time favorite Star Wars PC game. I knew people who loved playing it. I wasn't as into it. Even watching. I was like, it wasn't my thing. Have I printed the collapsible lightsabers? I have not yet, Tech Dungeon. And by the way, I did see that you were cheering earlier, and thank you for dropping those bits. See, there's another thing you can do. You can print your own cheers. 2 Ewok movies with Wilford Brimley were cool. David Hills, you can watch them right now on Disney Plus. C. Travis, good night. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate your support. Director Chronic, you off to get some dinner? Good. Eat. Get some sustenance. Just wanted to say you're happy we met, and your content's so unique and fascinating, especially to a 3D printing noob like yourself would be around. Awesome, I will too, Director Chronic. Glad we could be fast Star Wars fans in the Force together. That's awesome. Happy to have made your acquaintance and have discovered your part of the world, and that you've discovered part of mine. So, thank you. And I hope your dinner's good. Hope it's filling. The Bantha burgers or whatever you're eating. I don't know. I'm not even sure. I had dinner. What did I have? Diana made some beans, and then I had some pasta. It was like a spinach pasta, which was really tasty. I picked up some barbecue sauce, jackfruit barbecue mix at Trader Joe's for like $2. So like you could make like sloppy joes or like sandwiches. I figured, well, you just spread it on pasta and it'd be good. And it's not a lot of calories, and it's vegan, which is great. So. Chipotle sign. Hello. Thank you for following. Really appreciate it. Welcome aboard. Come on in. Grab yourself. Well, you're going to have to get your own seat because I only have one chair in here. As my daughter has lamented several times over. There's not a lot of space in here for other people. I got to make room for my collectibles. And I'm always printing more. Star Wars does unite people quickly. That's the thing. I've been to so many events in my life, and the Star Wars Celebration event was probably my favorite because you knew everywhere you looked, it was a Star Wars fan. You knew everybody was there for Star Wars. And that you just can't get that feeling at Comic-Con or any other event. Like that's it for me. That is my fandom. And as much as I enjoy other things, absolutely mentioned earlier, GC Laredo and I are both fans of Garbage Pail Kids. Being surrounded by people that share that fandom is a pretty good feeling. Tech Dungeon notes that Dark Forces, the first one, was a favorite. I played Doom a few times, didn't get into it, and even when Dark Forces was out, it just wasn't. My mind was in other places. I didn't play the game. Don't know. Just wasn't my thing. You apparently a lot of people, a lot of gifts were given out during the I'd assume during the hype train. Oh, sorry. IG-11 there, or 88. This IG head was a little out of focus. Let's go ahead and pop back to another view here. Get back to the printer. Golden Boy says, tried Nooch on popcorn last night for the first time. 1010 would recommend. Thanks for the inspiration. I told you, if I make a recommendation for food, like, you should listen. Like, it's rare. Like, I either really, really like it and recommend it and really eat it, or I'm just like, yeah, it's not worth it. So I'm glad you liked it. Glad you enjoyed it. Glad you could take the recommendation, and it was great. Ruda, I'm not sure. I think you can tell who gifted subs somewhere on Twitch, and you have to pardon. It's different on mobile than it is on the desktop. But there is a way. There is a way to see who gifted you. I think it's somewhere in the top area. What food? Zizex? I'm talking about popcorn. With Nooch is nutritional yeast. They call it Nooch, but nutritional yeast can be picked up at like a grocery store. It's packed with B vitamins. It smells like B vitamins, but it is very buttery, savory in terms of taste. It melts into whatever it is that you're eating. It could dominate the flavor, but when I eat popcorn, I eat it air popped. And typically Diana, my wife, will like spray water on the popcorn because I don't use oil on the popcorn, saves calories. And then you could put oil on it if you want, but then she sprinkles Nooch on it. So it's a really good combination because popcorn inherently doesn't have much flavor. It's the flavor that you put on the popcorn that makes it flavorful. The notification box, is where you can see who subbed. Thank you, Zizex. Zizex? If I screw up your handle, man, I will probably keep doing that. Tech Dungeon says, gave all my Star Wars toys to my daughter and her fiance, started getting Kenner things right after seeing A New Hope in the late 70s in theaters. Tech Dungeon, I hope they appreciate it. That's all I'm going to say. Zizex? Is it? Now I got to know. I'm probably never going to remember how to say it. Zizex? Zizex? Getting to the top of its head. Got the parents moved and got back and ordered your first ever 3D printer. I saw that. The Cheaty Plus? Is it Keaty or Cheaty? OZ2HD, I think Daily Pone also got that one. I want to say, and I haven't seen him in the chat lately, but he I do believe picked that one up. Oh, they're huge Star Wars fans? Okay, that's good. Then you know it's fine. Like, I would never want to give Zez X. Fair enough. See, that's why I go by my name, Chris Perillo. It's easy. People, they don't necessarily remember it, but it's pretty straightforward. Let's see here. I'm looking. Oh, interesting. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge customizable droid plush toy chopper, $4.50. Cashback. What? I thought that was a Target exclusive. Oh, there we go. You can get the chopper mix and match droid for $4.49. I was mentioning you can get them for like $5 the other day, or at least in the store, you could pick them up for like $5. You threw letters till it formed something not good with gamer tags. Well, neither am I. So never ask me. Never ask me about gamer tags. I'm really bad at that. It's not what I do. Star Wars, yeah, I could geek out about that all day long. But like gamer tags, yeah, it's never gonna happen. Not because I hadn't tried, but checking something else here. Sorry, every so often I might get a notification that I miss, and then I'm like, ooh, I wish I would have paid attention to that an hour ago. Oh, there you go. Oh, so Ziamifier? D. Randolph and his sub-gifting during the Hype Train. Every time I say Hype Train, I think Raid Train for some reason. Zamfir. Oh, like the pan flute. Zamfir. Got it. I will probably forget, but I will remember in this moment. Cool stream, Chris. Always glad to see another Star Wars fan. Keep the force strong every day. 6 p.m. rule of 2. Thank you for being here. Thank you for following. Really appreciate it. Zamfir. Exactly. Child of the 80s. He had like one of those commercials, right? Zamfir, master of the pan flute. It's like forever etched in my brain. If I hear a pan flute, I think two things. 1, Zamfir. 2, The Karate Kid Part 2. Because remember, it was like a pan flute sounding instrument. That probably wasn't the instrument, but it was very pan fluty.
Beat said just resubscribed for 5 months.
Thank you so much, Beat said. Glad you're sticking around. Glad you are here. Welcome back. Welcome aboard. All sorts of fun stuff happening these days. And then, like I mentioned, after this print goes through, I've got so many things that I pulled out. I'm like, okay, when I pull things out for the stream, I'm like, I have to remember I got to put them back. Oh, I should pull this over here, too. Uh-oh. Just dropped the Atari cartridge. Well, that was collectible. Alright, I'm going to put you back there. So you can get it. Trust me, this thing's huge. That Grogu bank is huge. So the funny thing about the 2 beers there, Beat said, is that I usually just stick to 1 a night. And today, I don't know what I did, but I had too much coffee again. It happened again, and I didn't think I would have had too much because I've been cutting like back, and it's not. It was like barely 1 cup, barely, and it was watered down. So I'm gonna have to like readjust the formula tomorrow and scale it back even. I'm at the point where I might as well just give up on coffee and just go straight up espresso. I'm at that point, which is really sad. It's kind of depressing. Yeah, Villabongs, almost there. Almost there. Stay on target. Almost there. Stay on target. You're a kid of the 20s, but feel like you watched A New Hope more than most. It's possible. And by the way, shout out to Real Ben Feldman. And Liz, if you were able to keep up with shout outs, I appreciate it. If you were. If not, if they got buried during the slight chaos, I get it. I got excited. That was great. Yeah, I love raiding others. You know that's my favorite part of the stream, but like my favorite raids are the raids from like the people who are very much like me. Adult fans of Lego, huge fans of Star Wars, 3D printing folks, you know, because we're in alignment, you know, we think very similarly. Amish Ace, welcome back. Shout out to Amish Ace. And Amish Ace asked if he could join the Locker Gnome team. He asked. He was very kind. I said, well, here's the kind of things that, you know, guidelines. And so I've got to start integrating. But I sent Amish Ace an invite to join Locker Gnomes, Nerds, and Geeks. Teams are not exclusive in the sense that you can belong to many, many, many teams. But given that you're doing Lego, and that's a thing, happy to invite more brick builders in there, and 3D printers, and Star Wars folks. Got to get on that, get it set up. It's not a big deal. It's not a big. You're just a babe in the woods, Amish Ace. You just started, so you're well ahead. Like my account age is, how long have I been on Twitch? 13 years, 9 months, 7 days, 5 hours. But I really didn't start streaming in earnest until like January. January was really my first birthday on Twitch. Though I've been around for a lot longer than that, I'm legacy. I would count January as my time. So I've been around for a while. Yep, we've got about 3 minutes left. I'm not sure if the countdown timer is accurate. Yeah, it's pretty close. This was a very short print. It was just meant to be the head. That was just the idea. It was just to do the head. I didn't want a full-on figure because I don't have a resin printer, and B, you know, I've got the figure here, but having a larger head, large-ish. I could have scaled it up a bit, but I would have preferred if it was scaled up that it was empty inside, hollow inside. I didn't want to waste the filament. Maybe I need to look for an IG-88 mask of sorts, or IG-11 assassin droid, one way or another. You know, as one does. So I'm pretty much going to move from this print onto the second one. Let me put... Give me a chance to... Because as much as this item is going to finish tonight, I can tell you there's no chance that during the stream, during the broadcast, the back to spray is going to finish. There's no chance. It's going to take too long. I wanted to start the back to spray earlier, but by the time I got to sitting down, I realized really quickly, I'm like, oh, I can't do this right now. I need to wait. So I'll try to start the tomorrow's print a little earlier to be able to wrap up. The way I try to do it is start the print such that it finishes within 3 hours of the broadcast. So I want to do the remote training ball tomorrow because that looks like fun, and I think I've got the right proportions, or the proportions that I'm looking for. And I think I've got the idea of which filament I want to use. The white-ish filament with the pink hue to it that you can't really tell in the camera, but it is what it is. You need to find the name of the printer. Been meaning to ask you if it's any good. Oh, well, you could probably ask a few of the people who hang out in here, and they would be able to let you know. Thank you, Tech Dungeon, for subscribing.
Tech Dungeon just subscribed.
Welcome aboard. Glad you decided to become a sub. You now get that cute little Darth Vader icon next to your name. That means you're important. You're infamous, if you will, according to the Three Amigos. Infamous. The Prusa Mini, that's what I got. I'm happy with it. Obviously, it works. Barrett's Privateers? I never even heard of that. But I'm not Canadian, so... Give me a second. There that is. It seemed to turn out pretty well. Probably got to give it... Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Let's go ahead and pop it off. I'm trying to keep from touching it too much because I know where the next print is going to be. The back to print. Okay. Let's go the back to spray. Larger. Theoretically, this is going to take 4 hours, so there's no chance it's going to make it all the way. What's a good and decent sized 3D printer to purchase? Well, it depends on what you want to do. See, look, the supports just fell off here. This is so easy. They weren't that, it wasn't that detailed, but here we go. We've got, let me go ahead and pull full screen. I'm using a Prusa 3D Mini. It's not that big, but in terms of what I want to do, it's perfect, right? So I wanted to print this little IG head, right? It's solid. It's not hollow, as I mentioned. I cut it or sliced it away from a model that had the full-on figure. I just needed the head. I may need to sand that or file it. But yeah, this actually turned out really well. Now I have an IG, a head. See, I probably need to do one that's like huge that I can like hang from the ceiling, right? Then it is a cantina at that point. Now it's not a cantina. Brick Princess, good to see you again. Long time. Welcome back. I've got this. Haven't done it yet, but Chris McVeigh, I think, did a pretty dang good job with the brick sketches. Glad he brought I'm glad Lego hired him. I'm glad he went. I'm glad they let him do things like this. It's outstanding. So IG is done. Moving on to the back to spray here. So in terms of what you want for a 3D printer, there's so many out there. The Prusa Mini, I think, ultimately was probably going to be my best bet, so I'm very grateful that I got this as a review unit because it's worked. Like, it's been little to no fuss, and I can print a lot of the things that I want to print. And, with this being FDM or a printer that uses filament versus resin, it was a good starter for me, I feel. Tech Dungeon says, I love Star Wars, 3D printing, watched ZDTV back in the day, enjoyed your work on Call for Help. Well, Tech Dungeon, you're in the right place. Plan on watching a little bit of Call for Help on Friday. Gonna let y'all wax nostalgic. You found me on Twitch. Can't believe you've been missing this. What? Yes. Every day, Brick Princess. Every day. Every day since January. See, that's the thing. As much as I've done it on YouTube before, YouTube just ultimately stopped showing people that I was streaming live, so I pretty much gave up on YouTube. But Twitch has been great. Yeah, we got quite a little community here. Quite a few people who also love brick building and Lego stuff. And Star Wars. Amish Ace asks, so is that toy box printer any good? Oh, I don't know. You can send the link in chat. There are some people here who might know a lot more, like Builder's Mark, might be able to give you some feedback on that. Possibly even Big Jano would know a little bit more than me on the various options. There are a few other people who hang out in this community who are just as sharp when it comes to 3D printing. DB3D Dan is also someone who could give you some feedback. I'm just scrolling back through chat to see who's commented recently. Possibly even Old Curmudgeon 3DP, if they are still around. Caffeinated Linux notes, Twitch has better features for community members too, such as emotes and raids. Yes! And even if YouTube develops that, I'm not sure that they're going to understand what they've got. Because you have to change the culture. And so many people on YouTube, you know, they get locked in the idea that you've got to grow your own channel. And to grow your own channel, you got to be on your own. Twitch is almost just the opposite. Like, to grow, you've got to enjoy the things that you do and connect with other people who enjoy the things that they do. So, perfect example. Last night, we were looking for a raid target when, I don't know, Twitch recommended to me the other day, Director Chronic, and I started watching. I'm like, oh man, this is really cool. I love finding other Star Wars streamers on Twitch. I don't care what Star Wars they're doing, right? And he just made partner. So I was watching, I was just lurking by and large, right? And I was like, that's cool. So I want to follow. So last night, when he was streaming, right? He's playing marbles, I think. I was like, all right, cool. I get a chance to raid him. So we did. And that was awesome. It was great. So many of our community followed him. They were Star Wars fans. They could see what he was doing. Really engaging. Beautiful setup. Like, amazing setup. Amazing production. And puts mine to shame. He's got Scarif in the background and everything. Mine, I got no green screen. It's just like my little cave. So, either way, the you know, the thing about reciprocity is that they rated me tonight, which was awesome. Totally made my day. My day, I got to tell you, was an average Monday. Wasn't like, I mean, it was that. It was, Then it became, wow, because I had a chance to meet other people who are also interested in Star Wars, obviously, because they wouldn't be following, and they certainly wouldn't have been a part of a raid coming from Director Chronic. So that's one of the reasons why I enjoy watching other people streaming, especially if they're doing something of interest. Panfred Nudo, one example. It's fun to be able to connect with other people. And YouTube doesn't get that. YouTubers, I don't think, get that. I know they say, oh, you got to collaborate. YouTube doesn't really enable that. Twitch does. Absolutely, Twitch does. So that's my feeling. Zizex, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna mess up your name left and right. Everyone take a drink every time I mess up someone's handle. Yeah, it was cool. You guys were so nice. Well, we're honestly, if people are not nice, I generally don't keep them around, and I will find a way to get rid of them. And this community is generally full of nice people. Otherwise, I don't think they'd be here. I don't tolerate, like, negativity. I don't. And even when disagreements come out, I'm very clear. I'm like, we may very well disagree. We probably do, but let's try to find common ground. Let's try to keep it civil. So generally, maintaining a healthy amount of positivity is critical to me. It's critical to me. I mean, it's good for mental health in general, but it's how you build a community of positivity. Big Jano notes that Director Chronic's stream was awesome. Indeed, it was. It was solid. Have I seen content from Harris Heller? I have, and I still think there's more to the story as to why he's not on Twitch. I still think that. Deviously Mango ended up here from a DJ stream. Don't really care for Star Wars. The Expanse is quite better, but the sarcasm here is second to none. It is. Oh, I'm sarcastic. We don't talk about The Expanse around here. It's an Expanse-free stream. That's a show that does not live rent-free in my head. If you're going to watch something on Amazon, I don't know, I'm mostly caught up. By the way, speaking of getting caught up on shows, has anybody watched the latest episode of The Nevers? I'm like, that was a trip. I mean, ultimately it made sense, but like the beginning of it, I was like, what is going on? What is going on? It was just cool to see people joining the garrison. Oh, for sure, dude. Like, I was there. I was in. I was like, dude, if it's Star Wars, like, there are certain things that get instant follows from me on Twitch. Like, there's no questions asked. And I mean, I could always, like, I'll join, I'll see what it's like, it's like, they good, they generally, I look for people who interact with their chat. That's, like, the number one rule for me. Like, are they interacting, right? They may be gaming, they may do something else, but if they understand that they're streaming to a community, the interaction is probably the thing that pulls me in most deeply. And I believe I found Deviously Mango through this community. And I couldn't tell you if it was from Kobalax or, and I still say Kobalax, even though I don't think that's how you say their username. But, yeah. Be nice. It's always easier to ask for forgiveness than to demand respect that's earned and not given. I agree, Chi-Town Deke. That's part of having regularity. Serpentien! Look at that! How you doing? You want to talk about someone to follow? Here's a shout out, Serpentien. This is someone who I'm going to say, like, his streams, because he does Battlefront or gaming streams by and large. Every time I've tuned in, that's what he's been doing, and I enjoy watching it because he's like Star Wars, right? And he's working with the mods of these games, like mods, not moderators, but like the modifications mods, and he's gaming and he's like kicking ass and taking names, and he's still chatting. Dude, I couldn't do that. Like, if I'm gaming, I'm watching the game. I'm like in the game. But like he's like am I saying this right, or do I sound like an old? Like, he's fragging people. Sorry, when I grew up, like, if you said you were fragging someone, that would mean that maybe they were a fraggle, and you were fragging them. He's kicking ass and taking names, you know. So, yeah, Serpentien is another person that you absolutely need to be following if you're into Star Wars at all, and certainly into gaming, and people who play Star Wars games. So you were here since the raid? Oh, Serpentien. Then you got an eyeful then. You got an eyeful. Got a little mini showcase. Thank you for following RH79123. Y'all and your numbers and your usernames. Boomer. Daniel Vining. Boomer. You know, one of these days, Jedi's going to call me a boomer, and I'm going to be like, I'm X. Thank you very much. Gen X. Were you and Daddy born in the 1900s? Oh, I could just throttle her. Oh, I aged a decade when she asked that question. Oh my god, I laughed. Caffeinated Linux notes. My favorite thing is when a music streamer is watching the chat in the middle of a song and chat ends up breaking the streamer, causing them to laugh mid-stream. Oh, those are good. He hired his grandmother to do the typing for him. Ah! Serpentien? Oh, do I have a freeze? Oh, no. Do I? I did. Big Jano froze me. I did not. I missed the freeze. I apologize. I had... Both Kurt and Amish Ace to the rescue. Thank you so much for those bits. I gotta tell you, we've done a lot of hype trains here, but that was easily one of my favorite hype trains ever tonight. Because, you know, tumbling after that, you know, after the raid, that was outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. My favorite. My favorite ever. Air's still there? Oh, crap. Well, every time I press it, I guess I click too fast, and then it, like, re-clicks. Let's go ahead and flip back over to this view. That AT-AT falling off the table. Let's see if I can zoom in a tiny bit. We're going to need to move that Imperial Walker. We're going to move it over here. It will not interrupt in that particular position. Take care, DB3D Dan. Good to see you. Yeah, I probably need to get... I have the hardware, the Stream Deck thing where you can press buttons, and I would probably need to do that. Like, to be able to program a button so that I know when it's on and off. Click, 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 click. Hold on to my youth. Like a tick, holds onto your body, dug in deep, hard to move. Yeah, it's kind of me. Used to be me and coffee, and then apparently we had a breakup. Droids? Yes. I was printing... I was printing an assassin droid. So this is the thing that kicked it off. So now I can change the title. So we're 3D printing some back to spray. Oh, back to IG. There we go. IG-11 is now done. That's kind of fun. Look, I popped it into a tile on the Death Star. It fits like perfectly. I did not plan this. But the IG head just... There's the greeble. And then look. Isn't that great? It's the turret. It's a Death Star. How did they not use this? That would have been the ultimate Greeble. It's like Animal at the end of the Muppet movie, right? He just like comes out of the Death Star like. Well, I was amused. What else is new? As for the Stream Deck, you can use the same icon, lighter and darker colors to know if it's on or off. Standard icons to choose. I just haven't gone through I have not stepped through the Stream Deck rigmarole yet. So we will update the stream information. We're now 3D printing Bacta spray accessory. There we go. Very specific here. You were really into the little things. I was too, dude. Like it's just like what? It doesn't take a lot to amuse me. I'm amused way too easily. Daniel Vining, thank you so much for cheering those 10 bits. Jeez, never count on me to catch anything. Oh man, I cannot. Yay, bits. Now all we need is kibble. Kibble and bits. Well, if Diana does popcorn, then we'll have the kibble. Oh, these are my Death Star tiles. I'll keep them out. Jedi was having fun with them. I'll put them away later. No worries about that. So that made it an amazing Monday. It was good. And now I believe it's going to be more amazing when this finishes because I'll have... I'm trying to get like an eyeball. And that should be about the size I wanted. I mean, I don't want it to be, you know, it's not going to be perfect, but something that I didn't have before. Those are my favorite things to 3D print. I didn't have this before. Joke's on me. I caught the 3D printing bug. I did. Maybe the back to spray will hail me. I'll need a lot of it, though. I'll need to bathe in it. I'll need to have enough back to spray to bathe. I did have to use a few more supports on this one because there would have been a slight overhang a little further up. Got a Vader time. I did not put this on during the hype train because there was too much happening. Ooh, the Locker Gnome Etsy store. I have an Etsy store, I just don't have anything on it right now. I thought about selling some old vintage stuff on it, though. Not another Manic Monday. Whoa, it has been a fun day. That was easy. Supports are evil. I don't understand why people go, oh, did I ever do the ad time? I don't think I did the ad time. I apologize. Apparently someone had an ad break. XBP. Wish it was a Sunday. Oh, oh. 'Cause that's my fun day. And now I've got 2 gun days. I could have just held up one. Now I got a gun day. The laser weapon for IG-11. I don't understand why people keep saying that supports are evil. I don't. They're okay. I don't think they're. They just don't bother me. I'll use the filament somehow. I'll reuse it. I'm not too worried about it. You've printed upside down with a brim to eliminate supports. I am printing upside down right now. But there's just too much of an overhang in certain spots and I'm not willing to take the risk. Supports are part of the engineering principles with how FDM works, notes Golden Boy. There's an emote, the chat. You can't access your computer's updating. Your computer's updating? Oh, so I have to emote the chat? Is that what I got to do? Is that what you're saying? So I press the little... man. Where's the... Emotes only chat. There you go. Alright, so now it's just emotes. How long will the print take? This print will take 4 hours and 30 minutes. So 240 plus 30, 270. It would take longer than I think we're going to be streaming, but I will update the countdown timer just for you. What did I say? 270? 270 on the clock. Definitely not going to make it. Oh, and I also have to update the Orabesh. We're not doing an Assassin Droid. We are doing back spray. Okay, there you go. You can now translate it if you want or not. It's up to you. Totally up to you. All right, show me your best emotes. What do we got? Caffeinated Linux got like a, what is that, a fortune teller there? Got a hype. Oh, I love it. I love that it's a benchy hype, Big Jano. I think I've told you that before. That is pretty funny. Rage from Daniel Vining. Sharks. Is that a land shark? Squids. I love how squid became a thing that you see everywhere. Of course, the filament. Need to have good filament. And Liz in with the cats. Some poops from Villabong. Another fan of Jerry. And then right after the poop, we have plungers. What is that? Tat Tough? Tat Tough. Interesting. See, the more creative they are, I'm just like, what? Oh, Caffeinated Linux was trying to do a snake. I see. Amish Ace has got a few emotes. They're all good because they're all Star Wars. Is that like a... Chewbacca is dabbing? Oh my god. My emotes suck compared to all these. Buana's got quite a few. Mr. 932 Boba Cheers. Yes! Boba Fett with the beer. Deviously Mango's got some. Honk. PogChamp, of course. 1UP. I love the 1UPs. And then, yeah, Maricos has got the Darth Maul. Pop them love. Nerd, naturally. Of course. Doggies. Is that Gray? It is. That's I was like, wait, that's Gray. I knew who that was. Tat Fat. Well, Tat must love love penguins, that's for sure. Oh, Nerds Unite. There's CS Sully. Business. Oh, love it. He's got good emotes too. See, Pezliz. Yeah, there you go. What is that? A natty can? Natural light? Oh my god, Daniel Vining. Grub truck? Oh, so much fun. See, all these emotes put mine to shame, because all I can do is drag and drop. This is the, I mean, like, I've got, like, you know, lame ones, by and large, you know? Because I didn't know. How was I to know? I mean, I have facial expressions. That's better than none. I like set to builds, too, but then again, he's, like, all Lego, so I'm happy with that. And, of course, you have a Tyler Oakley one. Chat delay. Oh, curmudgeon with those hands. And the squid. Global emotes. Oh, I see. Squid is a global emote. It's interesting when you learn about all of it. Oh yeah, that's this emote. I know whose that is. Ooh, Zezex coming in again with, look at those, Serpentians. Of course, they're perfect. Look at that, Bo-Katan. Tap Potato. Thank you, Brick Princess, for an astounding 565 bits. Thank you so much for that cheer. That's an amazing cheer. And now, I have, with these nachos, these vegan nachos flying out of the screen, I have to do a... Thank you, Daniel. Let's make sure it gets turned off now. Okay, got turned off. Really appreciate that. The penguin emotes from a famous streamer named Tim the Tapman. Oh, fair enough. Learn something new every day. You know, this is a funny thing. It's like, I could say, oh yeah, I do stuff on Twitch. People say, oh, you do stuff on Twitch. Do you know Steve Boy 47? Like, I do not. Like, how could you not know Steve Boy 47? Like, Twitch is I would be happy to know him. Does he do Star Wars stuff? So now I'm going to have to check out Tim the Tapman. Like my list of like, need to check this out, need to check it out, need to check it out. Cheesy pandas are probably the best kind of pandas. Capuchins are the fun. Chat dealer. Who does chat? Oh, Caitlin! Caitlin, naturally. That's funny. She was fun. She was a fun raid. Did we raid Caitlin? She raided us. Have we had a chance to raid Caitlin yet? I shouted her out. She raided us, but I don't think we've had a chance to raid her yet. She doesn't stream at around the same time. Oh, thank you, old curmudgeon 3DP for the stretch. If someone has a number after their name, they aren't important. That's not true. That's not true. Says, you don't know Steve Boy 47? I do not, but it's actually Steve BOI 47. She'll be streaming on Tuesday nights. Oh, fair enough. Well, maybe Tuesday night she'll be the raid. We owe her one. I keep in mind, I'm like, okay, we owe her. We owe this person. We owe this person. Let's try to. We haven't done this person. I try to keep that in mind. There probably needs to be an easier way of doing it. I admit it. I'm addicted to raiding people. I'm addicted. I look forward to it. It's a thing that I do. I don't know. This is what it's weird when people don't understand that. By the way, everybody, especially my fellow Star Wars collectors, Target is starting to get the Clone Wars Black Series 6-inch exclusive figures. There are online links that are available, but they're not active yet. I don't know when they're going to go active, but when they do, I'm dropping everything and doing that. Hopefully I'll be able to find them in store if I'm not able to order them online, but Target exclusive Clone Wars figures are coming soon. I should have mentioned that when someone was asking about Clone Wars earlier. Rule of Two, I think, was asking that, wasn't he? Should have mentioned that they're coming out again, so. Really? Need to keep that in mind? Oh, yeah. They're coming out. These are from streamers that have cheese-related songs. That's awesome. I used to love cheese. Ugh. I should probably do like a vegan cheese tasting. I've thought about doing more of that kind of fun stuff. I got the barbecue stuff today, but Diana has to prepare it. But that's where I thought, oh, I'll grab some like oat bars and like all right, we're gonna try some vegan ice cream in this flavor, or I'm gonna try vegan cheese, just to see what it tastes like. I know what it tastes like, but just doing a taste test, mixing taste tests in with obviously the cereal on the weekend. But vegan cheese made from cashews is decent. It is. It's very tasty. It's different, but it's tasty. They're making cheese though, vegan, with similar texture to traditional cheese. That's happening. Like, the texture will catch up. You're totally planning coffee tasting stream one day. Oh, I wish I could. And now I'm like, I have to cut back. And it's like I'm down to 1 cup a day. I can't cut back that much more. I had maybe, I know I had too much. I probably came close to it, a Mark II. And I should have been closer to a Mark 1, if not at Mark 1, and used half the water. So. Your parents have been doing vegan options when it comes to food. It's different for sure, but some stuff is okay. Well, you gotta be careful. Like, dude, I eat junk food all the time. Like, you can eat fun stuff. And you can eat well, and you can eat affordably in eating vegan. I bought like a sack full of groceries today, pears and peppers and tomatoes on manager special for like with some fun dip, like a cauliflower dip. That was on sale from $4 to $2. But I got like a sack full of groceries, mostly fresh, for like $10. Like, it was super affordable. Super affordable. You taste your coffee while everyone else has their lunch. Oh man, I need more. I wish I could have more coffee. If my body can't handle it right, I don't know why. And honestly, I told Diana this. I'm like, maybe it could be that I'm more stressed out. I don't know. Or I mentioned to her that it's a possibility I've lost weight. In having lost all the weight, I have less caffeine that my body can support. So I think that's the problem. Sioris, thank you so much for the cheer. Appreciate the 100 bits. Thank you so much. There's so many good, better for you options. You should look at the vegan options for snacks like chips. Those I can get behind. Oh, yeah. Trust me, I do. Oh, yeah. I'm in. Old man boomer. 2 shots of espresso. I think I could take 4 shots of espresso. But, 2 I could do easily. But I've been able to do 4 and handle 4 okay. And I kind of feel like I want to try 4 shots tomorrow rather than making the coffee the way I have just to see how I handle it. I'm a little worried though. I may end up having to just start with 3 shots to see if I can handle 3, because for right now, whatever's happening is just I'm very sensitive to caffeine. Espresso shot is just for an afternoon pick me up. I wish. I can only do it once in the morning. Yeah, David Hales, I know the person, Victoria's Cantina, Vic's Cantina. You should follow her on YouTube and Twitter. She's been leading the charge on getting Tonica sister figures done. Certainly before one of the Tonica sisters passes away. And I agree. I basically signed that and am promoting it. Can you drop a link for something in chat? Absolutely, Zezex. Zezex. You can. Z. That's how you know I keep screwing up your username, is when I just like truncate it. Generally speaking, we haven't had a problem with people spamming links in chat, so go for it. Nice thing about shot of espresso is easily consumed in one go. Yeah, I mean, but the problem is it's over before it begins. That's the problem I have with espresso. So, I've been meaning to try this new coffee place anyway, so I may just go there and try to sip my way through. I'm going to see if I can handle 3 shots. Because it would kind of be... If I can handle that, and even 4 shots, it would tell me that the coffee that I'm using now... Because remember, this kind of started when I started this new coffee. It could be the coffee. Even though I've had the blend before, these beans are, like, over-caffeinated. Way over-caffeinated. Which is driving me nuts, because I'm so precise with my measurements as far as coffee is concerned. I know what it's going to take, so I have to pull back. I generally, for coffee, I go to Starbucks because it's easy, it's close. I grind it locally, or they grind it at the store. I just bought, because they were on sale. Maybe that's why they were on sale. The same Starbucks bean, but for some reason, if I have more than too much of it, it over caffeinates me. So I'm a little worried because I have like 3 bags of that. I was saving money, but I'm going to do my best to kind of push through it to see how well my body can handle it and whether or not it's temporary, just coffee related or what. But that's why I generally stick to the same thing. It becomes formulaic. It becomes something that's regular. I have not had Komodo Dragon in a while. I switched over to the espresso blend and been really happy with it. But generally speaking, we'll go with a dark roast. I mean, dark roasts generally have less caffeine anyway, which is always surprises people. I don't like coffee machines though. I use the AeroPress because then I can get really precise. Yeah, see, I wouldn't use this. It looks nice. The IKEA one looks nice, but I'm very, 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 very satisfied with the AeroPress. Like, yeah, it's AeroPress and everything else, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, I don't know. Coffee's it's the way I start the day. And it's the thing I enjoy. It's a process. So to go through that process and even enjoy it, only to have your body kind of like smack you back, I just don't know. I don't know what's happening. So it's like every day it's kind of almost like an experiment. But today I had too much again. Or not enough, as I'm yawning. Apparently I needed it now. Couldn't have it enough. Hey, Director Chronic Star following me on Twitter. Gonna give them a follow back. Follow. I also have I should let them know I have Star Wars Radar account. I should have let him know, huh? Yeah, he's on Twitter. Most of the Twitch streamers I know only use Twitter basically to tease their Twitch, which I probably need to do way more of, like taking the clips and re-uploading. Not enough time in the day. Bottom of the stack. So all your coffee making tools are manual, even your espresso maker. Oh, it's all, man. That's the AeroPress. Let's just like squeeze it, push it down, and it's good. Like there's just something about it. It's magical just how well the coffee turns out. Magical. In my humble opinion. Check out this coffee. Super good for you. Can be used to fill up for breakfast. Well, sorry, add if this is much. I'll take a look. Thank you. And I appreciate you asking before sharing, too. I'll take a look. Some Twitch streamers upload their whole VOD to YouTube before it expires on Twitch. I do that as well. I'll be doing that with tonight's stream, too. I just don't do that right now on the weekends because we replay licensed content. And if I upload that to YouTube, it'll, like, not copyright strikes, but it'll say, oh, this video's been flagged and it's not monetized. I'm like, it's not worth the effort. So I enjoy doing that and interacting on that retro stuff live. But even as someone pointed out, and I think it was Mark H. mentioned that, and I think I mentioned this to Liz, and like when we do that, like people watch and they're tuned in, but like all other engagement metrics kind of drop. Like if someone's not there to do a raffle, that doesn't happen. Oh, sorry, I'm like yawning. All this talk about coffee has apparently made me tired. Coffee. Like I need it. I need like a delayed release coffee. Gentle Giant. Oh yeah, that's the one I just pre-ordered. David Hales. If that's the yep. No, wait. I already have that one. Never mind. I would love to get that one again. I would love to have another one of these to open. Like I've got one in box. But these are really cool because they're the jumbo vintage figures. Really cool. Coffee sponsors in the future like 3DPN. I'd be down with that. I'd be fine with that. I would only be able to have so much a day. And it wouldn't be during the stream, unfortunately. So I don't know how well that would work. He got Pete's. And Pete's, I mean, I used to drink Pete's like exclusively back in the day. And then they changed some stuff at their stores. And making Pete's at home wasn't as... it was trivial, or would have been trivial. But honestly, it just wasn't worth the effort. Outright. I mean, I like Pete's coffee a lot, especially with heavy cream. But as I said, I've gotten to the point where I have to scale way back on caffeine consumption, or at least the way that I've been making it at home. We'll see how well it pans out. Tomorrow I may end up doing an espresso straight up. Treat myself to a 4-shot espresso. See, I like... But everyone likes their coffee different, right? I don't like a lot of caffeine in my coffee. I hate the taste of decaf. But I want to have a... I only said outright tonight once? Really? That's a shock. Do the 4 shots on stream, Deviously Mango? I would, but if I did that, it would be... I would never have made it this far. Because I need the coffee in the morning. And I like it strong. Like, it's got to pack a punch. Anything that I drink, it's got to pack a punch. And generally speaking, anything that I eat is also... I'm like... I like... things that smack you. That's my favorite kind of product. Like, give me a second. It's fine. I'm just kind of... I'm getting a visual feel for whether or not that was what I was hoping for in terms of size, and I think this will work. Sorry, I'm guessing. It was a gamble as to size. I'm like, you know, even if it's not perfect, it'll be perfect enough. Just to say, oh, look look what I made. Well, I mean, I printed it. I didn't make it. Like, how do people, like, really align with that? Some coffee for me. Mr. Black, coffee liqueur. Interesting. I don't know if I'd like that. I can't handle liquor. Beer, I can handle. Wine, I can handle. Liquor gets you sicker. Or gets me sicker. And especially if they've aged if they've aged something in a barrel, then like I can't drink it. What do we got here? Ooh. Gear Humans. They've got a Star Wars. Someone, one of those companies reached out to me on Instagram, and they've got stuff. I'm not sure. As I'm looking, usually when people, companies reach out to me, unless it like matches my interests, I'm like, eh. The first thing I look for, like, what are you matching my interests? And so apparently, this one does. They've got Star Wars stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I may have to, oops. What do they have? Sweatpants? Oh, cool. Dude, this company's great. Look, they got Star Wars sweat. I need these. They got freaking Star Wars sweatpants. And ugly sweaters. I needed those. Oh, hoodies, yes. Bombers, yes. Bosk? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I need a new Stormtrooper one. Those pants. Oh, these pants are bomb. A Rebel pilot bomber. Oh, I thought it was... No, it's Bosk, dude. Oh, my God, yes. Boba Fett, Mandalorian. Oh, yeah, they've got to be licensed. BB-8s. Poe Dameron. Oh, man. Custom hoodies, yes. Oh, my God, yes, 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 yes. Oh, my God. This is outstanding. This is amazing. Oh, my God, it just goes on and on. Custom beach shorts. Oh, my God, they do. Oh, my God. Yes. Yes. They've even got junior stuff. Oh my God. Custom name baseball jacket. Ray cosplay t-shirt hoodie. Yes, that's the kind of stuff I love. Oh man. This is spectacular. Okay, yeah, I will be following up with them. Wait, what? Oops. Make sure I take a note of that. The website is Gear Humans. Yeah, like for sure, like absolutely. Because that's all they're gonna do is it's not gonna be it's not gonna be like a paid sponsorship, but that would be like product. They would send product. I'm like, oh my God, yes, absolutely. They got stuff that I'm like, I'd wear that. Yeah, I need that. Because I have not upgraded. I get new t-shirts all the time, but I have not upgraded my hoodies in years. I mean, I'll wear them into the ground, man. Those hoodies. I will destroy them. And so many of them need to be replaced. So many of them. But I'm like, oh, but it's just comfortable. I don't want to get rid of my hoodie. If it still works and it's still comfortable with it, why would I get rid of that hoodie? Great, now y'all are browsing that website. You should, man. That stuff looked awesome. But see, that's the company. I'd say yes. So I'd say I do a stream on Twitch every night. And the thing is like on Twitch, well, you gotta wear clothes, right? So I might be wearing new pants, or I might be wearing a new hoodie, or a new shirt, or a new hat. So that's the, it's a perfect kind of match to be able to say, I got this from X, or I got this from Y, I'm wearing this. So it's Star Wars, so it's a perfect complement to my wardrobe, that's for sure. Like, if it was just general geekiness, I'd be like, Chris, you said we could raid you tonight. Yes, Sesam, you can raid me. If you are so inclined. If you are so inclined. Yeah, but like I said, with this print, I mean, I knew outright it was... Sorry, I did it again. Sorry, Liz. I'm going to have to say sorry every time. Sorry every time I say outright. I knew this print was going to take a while. I knew it wasn't going to be a thing where it would finish during the actual broadcast. But I will be able to showcase it tomorrow in hand. You should totally get a Chewbacca hoodie or robe for Tuesdays. I should, Caffeinated Linux. Tuesday. Can make it a thing. Tuesday. Wookiee-ish. We've got to place a call. Banana. We got to call Banana. Ah, dropping my bits. Is Diana not paying attention to her phone? I don't want to yell down. There's no way she can hear me yelling. Why is she not answering? What's going on? Why not Wookiee Wednesday? That's another good one. For real? Hello? Hello? Then they hung up on me. Well, the quality of that call was poor. Let's try it again. Now I know they're paying attention. Hello? I can't even hear you. Are you there? Amanda helmet for me. Popcorn? Okay. It sounded like she was like talking through her pocket. Did she have her phone in her pocket? Was she trying to talk through her pocket? Mando helmet for Mando Mondays. Yeah, see, that would be great. But the thing is, like with that, a lot of it is like, then I'd have to make the whole show Mando, or the whole show Chewbacca. I don't know, or maybe it'd be a Chewbacca Appreciation Day, a Mando Appreciation Day. There's so many characters, though. So many things in the Star Wars fandom to enjoy and appreciate. Or, as I'm prone to say every May the 4th, every day is Star Wars Day as far as I'm concerned. Every day. Every day is Star Wars Day in Quahog. Every day's a Star Wars holiday. Oh, apparently Dollar Tree is now getting Pokemon? Really? I haven't seen them at my Dollar Tree. I'll have to look. They've been getting, like, the Star Wars stuff, which is great. But, if Jedi's gonna be into it. 9 Num Day? That'd be good. You should showcase one character per month. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, is, like, there's so many. Like, I basically, I kind of do, right? Like, every day, a figure, when I have them, right? To be able to open them. I've got at least one more new one that I haven't opened. Oh, this Moff Gideon is just beyond perfect in terms of styling. I bet you all the vintage collectors hate the retro collection. If only for the repro stylings. But that's kind of what makes them fun. I'm not too annoyed because I've got my vintage collection done and over with, so anything else is just a bonus. Sorry, I'm admiring my Moff. IG-11 and Moff Gideon duking it out. But Disney's not treating Star Wars with the respect it deserves. We talked about that last night. Very briefly, my feeling about where they need to go specifically with Star Wars. And that's something that I know other people, feel the same way about. It's a question of what they are going to do with the franchise. And we've got an idea of what they are doing, but it's actually got to bear fruit. We've got to see it play out. And I said it before, I'll say it again, and when it happens, I'll be thrilled, and I'll mention it easily. Star Wars needs to become a perennial brand. It needs to be, there we go. I was wondering what the heck was going on. I was like, I'd normally see you by now. We got raided by Director Chronic in, his awesome Star Wars community.
Oh, really? At the beginning?
Pretty close to it. Not exactly the beginning. I was doing something, and then that kicked everything off, so.
So cool.
Yeah, it was great. Because he's got a Star Wars community. So I got excited, so I started pulling stuff out.
It's like the first time a friend comes.
I know, ooh, let me show you what I got. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's funny.
Yeah. For sure.
That's cool.
What are you guys up to?
Nothing. I mean, why is it an itch?
Because you're reacting.
No, I need to scratch it.
Well,
Should scratch it?
call a nurse. Just tell him. Give him the details. I'd ask, what's it gonna hurt? But obviously, your arm. I would. What are you waiting for, Diana?
Well, I think
It's not getting better.
the thing is that they do shot in the same arm. It's like a shot in the same arm.
I don't think you're gonna make it.
The thought of that, makes me want.
They could do a mini-series? Yes, they should. Well, they are.
We're gonna do that.
Just call a nurse. We need blood.
It's so lousy. I don't know if it's safe.
Nerves.
Yeah.
By the way, were you underwater when you answered the phone?
No, but I think my phone's just Denso. It's been Denso over the past year.
Oh my god.
So we're stretching it out. It's like a Pixel 1.
No, it's not a Pixel 1.
It's on the Pixel 12.
Mine died. Mine was newer than yours and it died.
Pixel 12 is about to come out.
Not the Pixel 12, the Pixel 6.
What are your thoughts on Bill Gates?
People are people. He's rich.
I know. I was it just shows that people, no matter what your status is,
You're a human being.
you're gonna make mistakes, No matter how much money you have.
True. I like that idea, big fan. Lesser known Star Wars Character Appreciation Day. Maybe if and when I grow into a team of people, that becomes a better possibility. But right now, I have to juggle everything.
Let's see your juggling skills with the popcorn.
I can't even juggle one.
Nuh-uh, you can't. I'm waiting for that.
I'm dreading looking at getting a new new phone this fall. I kind of am too. Google Pixel 6 is going to be released tomorrow. I don't know about that. We're going to get details. It's not going to likely be released until later this year. Oh yeah. Okay, everybody. Well, I got you on the line. You finally upgraded from Pixel 1 to a 5 earlier this year. That's a leap, Mystery Goat. The Samsung's okay. And I'll stick with it, but the next Pixel might pull me back into Pixel. Diana, you would move to one of the LGs we have. We have that dual screen LG.
What?
But
No.
what?
LG?
Mhm.
No, you can't keep switching me around.
It's Android, Diana. It's the same thing. Hey, Babu Frick. Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Careful, careful, careful. Zezex says, can I just say it's so cool to see a 3D printing stream. Probably going to be attached to this stream Because I've been watching his YouTube name, Galactic Armory, does 3D printing models, helmets, armor, so I've been 3D printing phase. Dude, welcome aboard. There are a few people that I follow, and some that I raid, who also do the 3D printing thing. On Twitch. What about Z-Flip? No. No. See, I'm not as interested in the prop making necessarily. Or cosplaying stuff. The big helmet stuff. I'm more interested in this kind of stuff. Like what I'm doing now. This back to spray. It's just fun. Just because I can. You're currently on a Pixel 3. Loses guaranteed OS upgrades, security patches at the end of the year. Oh. Well, looks like I will have to move Diana over then. I was going to give her my Pixel 4 XL and then it died. Like, it's dead. Ain't never coming back. So, we'll see. We'll see what they do with the next Pixel. We shall see. All of it's cool. There's no limits when it comes to 3D printing. Well, see, that's the thing. Is there are people who design, and you can get into doing that yourself. People have been trying to push me to go that direction too, but people who design the files to print and then get inspired by others. So there's always something new. There's always something new to print. I'm never going to run out. And even if I did, it'd be like, you know, I haven't done a Death Star tile or this, or I haven't done a bust in that color, or I haven't tried this, you know. It's going to be never ending. It'll happen on its own, Builder's Mark. Never fear. Eventually. See, when it gets quiet, when it's doing that, I always, like, get a little worried. Like, why is it so quiet? Colonel. Hey, look at that! Got some popcorn. And we say popcorn because for one reason or another it became a thing where I started eating popcorn at the end of every stream. Or close to it. You'd like me to make a Death Star tile on my own? Be a good start? I don't know. Let me think through it. I want to... My inclination is to try something practical. Builder's Mark. To try my hand at something practical. That I can blaze a Jedi symbol into, or Star Wars, or something like that. It's just getting to the point where I'm like, oh, this is what I need right now. This is something I could probably create on my own. In Tinkercad or whatever. Will I live stream my reaction to Google I.O.? That would be in the morning. So, no. But, I'll talk about it tomorrow. It'll be on my mind. I don't know. It would take a fair amount to pull me back to Pixel, but it won't take that much. Even if it's slower than my current device. Like, if it's smoother, I'm in. That's all I care about. The smoothest of software. How are you winning? Luck. Beginner's luck? Possibly. My current device? Weather Gone Wild. Hi. After my Pixel 4 XL died, like out of the blue, died, I opted for the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. The problem with the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra is that the software is just... it's okay. It just gets in the way. And I miss that about the Pixel. I miss a few things about the Pixel. But I've been able to find things within the Samsung ecosystem to kind of get around the issues that I've had. And I'm not sure the same could be true or held true for the Pixel experience. I don't have an answer to that question. So a lot of the Pixel future is contingent more on software experience than hardware for me. You've been a big Samsung fan, but it happens. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not... I'm a software purist. I don't like running a lot of extra software. But I can see how some people like it. I also don't think the cameras are all that, or at least the camera output. Certainly not compared to the Pixel. That's me. Chris Creator says, okay, that looks cool. What? Narrow it down. What's printing right now? What is printing right now is a back to spray thing of sorts. I have a smaller one that I did for my daughter. It's a back to spray thing, a canister, a whole a tank, not a full on back to tank, but like, you know, what would you call that? So, like a shooty receptor back to spray thing, a spray module. God, I'm missing the word. But anyway, that's what is printing right now. The printer I'm using is an original Prusa Mini. Actually, a Mini Plus. A hypo spray? Thank you. Is that what it is? That sounds about right. It's a back to hypo spray. That works for me. A spray bottle? That works for me too. I'd show you what it looks like completed, but my daughter has the smaller one. Here, let me see if I can. I'll pull up the link and you can take a look at what it looks like. Where would it be? It would be... Where did I find it? Back down? Here. From Tales, from the Galaxy's Edge back to spray. Found it originally on thangs.com. But there you go. There you go, Chris Creator. That's what it looks like. Basically. I mean, the obviously that's a render of what it looks like, but this is what it will look like printed out, basically. Kind of fun. So I did one for my daughter. Oh, this is what I was going to ask everybody. So last night, I'm going to dovetail into that question, Weather Gone Wild. What summer shows am I looking forward to watching? All of them. But last night I was in the room, kind of paying attention to the printout because I was wanting to make sure it went okay. We were watching, or I was watching, Stowaway on Netflix, and it was good. I mean, I picked it up here and there, and I wasn't like watching it all the way through. I was just, you know, almost getting ready to finish it. And Jedi wanted to watch it too. And I'm like, well, okay, sure, that sounds fine. It's relatively innocuous. They were just getting to the part where it may have been a little risky. But we watched it, and there was a certain moment where she got a little scared. And I'm looking for a good A good action adventure, a good space movie to watch with Jedi. What would be a good live action space movie where there's no blood or there's no scariness? What would that be? I'm looking for ideas because I want to watch more. Yeah, Star Wars, we've already seen that. Spaceballs, we've seen part of that. Modern or vintage, doesn't matter. Flight of the Navigator would be a little slow. I thought about E.T., but I don't know if that's going to scare her. That's not really a space movie either. You know what I'm saying? It is a hard question to ask. Or answer. Easy question to ask. Event Horizon. Okay, New Future Tech 3D. Okay. That would literally be the last one on my list. The Right Stuff? I don't know if that would be compelling enough for... Ooh, Last Starfighter would be fun. It's pretty sci-fi-ish. Like... More like Apollo 13, right? But it would almost be too much drama for her. There was something about it that she wanted to watch, though. I don't know why. Cosmos TV series? I don't know. I think she liked the characters. I don't know why she wanted to watch it. The Jetsons. There you go. Someone speedrunning a game for a while got peed off after a viewer of his completed the speedrun in a fraction of the time. Oh boy. Jupiter Ascending? That would definitely be too graphic. Pigs in space! She's not into the Muppets. It's kind of sad. I've tried over and over. The Martian? I don't know if I've seen that, Gashapon. Tron? I've tried with Tron. Didn't keep her attention, so I don't know what she wanted to watch. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Recall, just because you like it doesn't mean they'll like it. That's true. That's very true. That's why I want to figure out why she wanted to watch it. Because I was watching it, and it was fine. It was all low-key. It was human beings talking to each other and stuff. And it was fine up until the part where things got a little... I wouldn't even say graphic, just a little much. Guardians of the Galaxy? She used to watch that as an infant. I'm not joking. She used to love it as an infant. Yeah, I don't know. I was struggling to think. Like Apollo 13 would probably fit the bill, but as exciting as it is and as good a movie as it is, I don't know if she'd have the attention span for it. Go back to Guardians. Armageddon? No. Titan AE? I knew of it, never watched it. Star Trek movies? Oh, actually. Liz, that might not be a bad idea. I wonder which one, though. And the problem is, I'm not sure what's gonna be too scary for her. That's why I'm trying to figure out what did she like about this space movie. Actually, let me ask Diana that. She might be able to find out. Passengers is a good space movie. That's not a bad one. I enjoyed Passengers. I guess it didn't rate very well, but actually, it's not a bad. I'm trying to think If anything, if there's any blood or gore, passengers, I don't think you might not be too far off. It's an adult situation for sure. They wrestle with some pretty deep issues. Okay, hang on just a second. Let me see if I'm gonna find out from Diana. Can you find out what Jedi wanted to? Why Jedi wanted to watch the space movie? What was it specifically? Space or something else? Because, like, you might not be too far off with passengers. Hey, Krellin64, thank you. Wall-E, we've seen Wall-E. That's a good one, too. Space chimps? Oh my god. Space dogs? The Cat from Outer Space. I tried to get her to watch The Cat from Outer Space. I tried. There's Snoopy Goes to Space, too. Contact? Maybe a bit much. Galaxy Quest was fun. I don't know. Galaxy Quest would be good. Saris might kind of scare her, though. Zathura, I thought, was boring. I did not like Zathura. Stargate movie was good, but... Remember, she's 6 years old. So I'm not sure what it is that she wants to see, what she's interested in seeing. Why? You know, what's the... I like the way the astronauts look, or it's a cool idea to go to the moon, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what. Oh, Space Jam? Diana saw it. I have not seen it. I have not seen Space Jam. I have little to no interest to see Space Jam. I'm only interested in collecting the minifigures. I'm in it for the Lego. How has she not seen Space Jam? I don't know. Diana's seen it. But isn't Space Jam more of a basketball movie? Oh, how have I not seen Space Jam? I don't know. Anytime they put sports in a movie, I'm like, eh. And I like movies that are oriented around sports, like Rudy. I really enjoyed. League of Our Own. And I've enjoyed sports movies. Air Bud in Space. But generally speaking, when they're like, oh, basketball. I hear that Rudy's on a train to nowhere, halfway down the line. Is that a lyric I'm totally missing? It's basketball. The new one with LeBron seems cool. Yeah. Certainly more up to date. Oh, Supertramp. There we go. Got some classic rock going on. Men in Black. That's more sci-fi than outer space. And so I can't figure out if the space movies she wants to see are like the outer space, you know, astronauts, moonwalking, that kind of thing. Or maybe she was just interested in it because I was. Because I've watched plenty of shows that I've enjoyed that I know she probably wouldn't be into. Like Mayor of Easttown. Again, great show. Fantastic episode last night. Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide might be fun, but again, that's more sci-fi. Fifth Element. There's a little too much guns. A little too many guns for her, I think. There's a lot of guns there. Hot, hot, hot! They played that on Hot Makes tonight, too. Best space movies. Oh, no, Golden Boy. I'm not thinking sci-fi specifically. I'm thinking, like, I think she was interested because outer space. Like astronauts and stuff. Solaris. Don't know if I saw that one. Zathura, I saw. Wall-E was great. Star Trek was fun. Moon? Pandorum? Gravity. Yeah, Gravity was boring as hell. High Moon? Interstellar was weird. The Martian was good, too. Actually. That wouldn't be too bad. Because there's not a lot... I mean, it's more of a human drama thing. Martian might not be that bad. Thank you for the link to Collider. My Stepmother's an Alien. I remember watching that one in the theater. Ernest Goes to Space. Have I tried asking her? Problem is getting the truth out of a 6-year-old. To get to the heart of the matter. Like, unless you can infer it. Let me put it this way. Like, when the movie was done, I was explaining it to her. And I could tell she was just a little... She was a little scared. I said, are you okay? Huh? Watch. Oh, we were talking about the space movie. Yeah, hey, you want... Yeah, so, hey, Jedi, what kind of... I gotta ask. Watch. Hun? What? Never mind. Guess not. I tried. Never saw Tomorrowland. It was a little... It was a little out there. I'm not a tween, though. I'm an adult, so... Yeah. I don't know. The problem is you just don't know what's going to capture them, you know? What they're going to enjoy about it. Scares little kids after me by explaining the story. No, what had happened was there was a part where there was a little bit of blood. And she gets a little scared. And so I was like, okay, let's talk about it, right? Well, it was a story, and this is what happened, and you don't have to worry about that here because we have an atmosphere. And that's what, you know, when you wake up in the morning and the sky is blue or you can see light, that's because the atmosphere is keeping us protected. Or that's how you know the atmosphere is keeping us protected. Unlike on the moon, which does not have an atmosphere, it's not going to have a color. It's going to be black. Space. And black is the absence of all color. It's jelly and or paint they landed on. I'm going to be honest with her. I'm not going to, you know, sugarcoat it, but I don't want to ruin the film for anybody either, but there's just a part where something happened where it would not happen on Earth. So I had to be able to say, look, this is a story, you know, that someone's idea of what might happen, how it would play out. But on Earth, we don't have that problem. So what? Yeah?
Want to ask me a question?
Yeah, I was going to ask, oh, where'd you get that shirt?
You bought it?
Well, show everybody. Show them. Snow Cute. It's the Grogu Sparkly. I didn't know. Let me see that again. How come you don't wear that a lot? That's a great shirt.
I know.
Why don't you wear that? Wait, are these... It's sewn in... Oh, I see. The glitter's on there. That's the snow. No, I was going to ask you, why'd you like watching the space movie last night?
Well, it looked cool first, and then it looked scary like a bumblebee.
So it looked cool at first. What looked cool about it?
Because, it was like Star Power action. No, that wasn't right. It looks kind of cool. But then, like, oh no, it's scary. And then, like, I was like afraid to leave. Because it was like stuff together. What's this?
Oh, it's an old game. Be careful with that. Yeah.
I think it was the suspense, like she wanted to know
What was going to happen?
But now I think the suspense is turned into a... I don't want to know what's going to happen now. I don't want to know.
So you like spoilers?
Spoilers. I love spoilers. Yeah, I like spoilers. Then I know, and then if it's scary, I'll run away.
Yeah, but that's half the fun!
I know, right?
What about... So what about... What about the... Huh? You like mysteries? So she does like suspense. So what about, like, Clue was a fun one from the 80s. Clue. It wasn't in space, but...
So it's in space.
Yeah, but it was funny.
It's
humorous.
Astronaut.
Yeah, it wasn't... No. Yes, Weather Gone Wild. Her glasses are broken. She's getting new ones. I gotta get the prescription so I can order some spares, too. Should be coming in very soon. There was a decent amount of description. Couldn't hear all of it. RC Maniac. Just like I was saying, asking a question, you're not going to get a direct answer. You kind of have to infer. And I think Jedi might be right. Or Diana may be right. It was the suspense. So now that I know, oh, it's a suspenseful movie, it doesn't have to be set in space. It's just something that's suspenseful. What happens next. But not scary. So, like, The Martian. Batteries Not Included would be fun, too. I love that movie. Star Trek Prodigy? Possibly. No, RC Maniac, what I'm saying is, you cannot, I agree with you, you cannot expect a direct answer. You have to infer. I completely agree. Xenon? Oh. Maybe Batteries Not Included would be fun. Is that available on any streaming services right now? Mitchell's versus the Machines. Yeah, we watched a preview of that last night, and she didn't like. I want to watch it. Maybe I'll try turning that on and see what she thinks. Actually, here, Batteries Not Included. That was a fun one. Is it on anything right now? Oh, Amazon Prime. Cool. All right. I thought it was a good movie. Well, it's an animated movie, maybe. What was it called again? I'll see if I can get her to watch it with me. Jedi? She's not here. I thought she was right out there. Did you want to watch Mitchell's versus the Machines?
Mitchell's versus the Machines?
Yeah, it's... Remember when you and Mommy were leaving the room last night? There's a little cartoon that was playing on the screen. I remember the dog that was hanging out the window.
Mm-hmm.
You were just leaving the room, and it was showing the preview on Netflix.
I saw the
And then there was the girl.
I saw that dog at the window when we were going.
No, but that's the part that you saw. No, not that one. Oh, Mitchell's versus the Machines.
I guess. Are they gonna watch too?
Well, I don't know if they're gonna watch, but like I can probably pull it up here tonight.
Okay.
Getting really good reviews, so I hear. All right, hang on. Give me a few minutes. I gotta clean up. Yo. We've got to figure out our raid target. Who are we gonna raid tonight?
I think
Joe Bros.
I said
Yo Bros. Anybody have any raid targets? Star Wars fans, 3D printers, people we have not raided yet.
Hi, Mommy.
Yeah. What do we got? Someone we have not raided in a while. Incredible Hawk. Who's this? Hey, Krusty, good to see you. Boy, a lot of people just love doing the Lego thing. I probably need to do a hell of a lot more of it too. Lieutenant Lumpy doing Lego stuff tonight. Relatively new streamer. Lumpy. Oh, he's only got one follower, one watcher. Is he? Hang on. Oh, he's using Restream though. Man, that's why he doesn't have one. He only has one viewer. Because he's using Restream. That's why I say you shouldn't do that, dude. You've been post-processing keys. Don't worry about it, Krusty 3D. We had it was a good evening. Like a very solid evening tonight. You're printing, but you don't talk. Yeah, New Future Tech 3Ds. Definitely, that's like a prerequisite. Like, you gotta be interactive. We've rated a few of these people before. So they're already... They've been done. I need far more diversity in terms of the people that I follow on Twitch, that's for sure. Oh my god. What is up with these dang hot tubs all over friggin... Okay, so wait, is this person 3D printing, but are they interacting? I can't tell. They've got music going. Oh, it's German. A lot of some Star Wars gamers. Hang on, oh wait, those are past videos. Star Wars Casual is streaming.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Playing Battlefront.
It'll be fine.
For and by the casual fan.
But thank you. I really appreciate the support.
3D printing in a hot tub? I would not do that. French Stallion? Director Chronic, great raid pick. Cool to meet new streamers. Yes. It was a great raid to him last night, and I appreciate his raid tonight. That's for sure. French Stallion. Oh my god. That is like way metal. I guess we can go with like a musician. You can share links. Yeah, if you know who it is. It's Incredible Hawk's birthday. Yeah, no worries, Zex. I'm here every night. 6 p.m. Geeking out. About one thing or another, and typically 3D printing something Star Warsy. It's easy to get me off on that tangent. Birthday stream. Incredible Hawk. What does he do? He loves extreme sports. Oh my god. I could not be more opposite. Jay Doran. Did we raid him?
So this would probably work.
I can't remember. Casual painting. Oh, didn't we just raided Freakmeister, didn't we? Oh, no, we didn't. We didn't raid Freakmeister. That's right. He's like a pet artist. We didn't.
I didn't expect the amount of small humans. Well, I'm honest.
Okay, he's pretty cool. He's interacting. I think that's fine. He does pet art pretty much full time, which is great. Who doesn't have a pet? Who doesn't like artists? Okay, that sounds like a great raid, everybody. Darth Esquire. Building Lego bricks. Sith lawyer. Chief legal advisor to the Order of the Sith. He's interacting. He's got 10 people following or watching. Oh, now I'm tossed up. Oh, April B is watching. She's generally all over the Lego streams. Interesting. Freak with robe? That sounds odd. Discord. Right there. I'm kind of tossed up. In between the pet artist and Darth Esquire. All right, I'm gonna. I'll leave it up to you either. We're gonna do a poll here, people. You get a vote. You get one of the two. Raid is gonna be Darth Esquire or Freakmeister 1. Both are pretty different. You got about 5 minutes to decide. Wait, who's this?
Well, not if you're Palcast, man. Tuesday.
Oh, they're playing Super Mario Brothers. Okay, you can vote in the raid. Or vote for the raid. This is your chance. Let your voice be heard. Oops, now I can do this again. Unless you don't care and you're just along for the ride. I have no horse in this race. Neck and neck. Yep, still neck and neck. Oops. When Moses has horses, he does. Indeed, he does. Yeah, Juana got an MK3S Plus, and he was building it today. I'm not. That's too much for me. More power to him. John L. Music, always in a Chewbacca robe on Tuesdays. Oh, fair enough. He's in a hot dog costume. Who's this hot dog costume guy? He's kind of sweary. Dad bod, gunplot, other stuff. So is he doing Lego? Well, it's almost neck and neck. Almost neck and neck. Y'all are deciding between an artist and a Lego builder. And I'm fine with either one. I'm fine either way. Woo! Yeah. Star Wars, but no interaction with chat. Oh yeah, Mecha Salesman. I know that handle. I know who you're talking about. But I'm interested in bringing people to other people who are interacting. Or would be interacting. Who's the artist? He does paint. His name's Freakmeister1. Here. He's basically does pet portraits. Dogs, largely, it seems. Yeah, pet. Although he's more of an interactor. My God, look at that talent. I'm still leaning. I'm leaning to Freakmeister1. Because Liz did recommend him before. And man, look at that artist. Look at that art. Look at that. Yeah, you know, I'm pretty solid, and I love, you know me, Star Wars and Lego. But here's the thing: I'm following Darth Esquire, and he could very well be a future raid target. So, Jesu TV is smoking. I don't know what that is. I know what smoking is, but oh yeah, well they're also like 2,000 people. We'd be a fart. Well, it looks like Freakmeister1 is getting tonight's raid. Behind music streamers art, probably my favorite second category. Yeah, I mean, it's cool, like when people do that. Alright, here we go. Thank you everybody for joining. Really appreciate that. Appreciate all the support. Thank you for helping get through a level 5 hype train. Appreciate all the follows, all the bits, all the cheers, all the chats, all the interactions. I had a great Monday thanks to you. Appreciate everything that you've done and being here. That's awesome. Hope you have fun on the raid watching someone paint pets. Specifically when he's painting a dog. Seems like a nice guy. Very interactive. Happy to see that. Give him a follow if you're interested in artists and pets. Specifically dog paintings. May very well be your thing because you never know. Thank you. One and all. Pop over to Discord if you have not. Passengers update? What? What? Thank you very, very, very much. I love you. I appreciate you. But at this point, I am going to leave you to your own devices. And may the force be with you. Always. So, get your raid emotes ready. Perillo Raider. If you are a sub, get your Perillo Raider emotes ready. Here we go. Got them copied. Perillo Raider. Got it copied to the clipboard. Because when we go over there, hopefully he knows anything about Star Wars. Hopefully. Because if he doesn't know anything about Star Wars, we are in trouble. And then he's like, what is this? What's going on? What's happening? So, here we go. Go to Tuscan Raid, Freakmeister1. Let's make his night. Let's make his Monday, people. And we will. I guarantee it. We're bringing that many people over to his stream. He's going to be so happy. He's going to be so excited to see you. Go to Tuscan Raid, Freakmeister1, and see you tomorrow, 6 p.m., same place. Here we go with the raid, the Tuscan Raid, in 3, 2, 1.
Some of the Finding Nemo. Oh, gotcha.
Tuscan Raid.
Oh, shit. Thank you for the follow, Orphic. Chris, thank you for the raid. Hello, everybody.
Yes. Paint.
Folly, I don't know what's happening.
What's happening? What's happening?
How's it going, everybody? You guys like dogs? Oh, is there another mosquito in here? Oh, I'm about to...
A raid dance?
Caffeinated, thank you for the follow. Pez, thank you. I demand a raid dance. We glad to get. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Glad to get. I need a drink.
That's right. We have the
The
Jesse
Tuscan Raiders.
He knew.
See a pod racer. We just got a raid. We just got a raid. We just got a raid. Let's get this one. All right, here we go. Hold on a second.
Come on, go.
Dance.
Paint.
Hello,
Draw.
everybody. I'm trying to find my... Idea just killed the mosquito. Yes. We're good. We're good. We're good. Hi, everybody. Yells in Tuscan. I could, but it would... That wasn't a proper raid dance. How many bugs did I let in this room? Here we go. I'll show the finished painting. Most recently, anyway.
Wow.
I would do but my dog would be really upset if I did a full-blown Tuscan Raider impression right now. She would be very upset with me. She does not like loud noises. That was a half-ass raid dance, but I'll take it. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris.